Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. We're on day one of a brand new week, and as you can see, it is a fire type week. Finally, we have made it here, and hopefully we'll catch us some good fire types along the way because we desperately need them. But before we can get into that, we do need to wrap up last week, and we are going to grab 100 sleep points for actually getting a decent amount of sleep last night. 7,755 is our grand total. And the fire type week bundles are now available if you are interested in one of those. Daily lottery is going to be a small dream cluster. Not bad. I'm still tempted to buy this small bundle because it has a Cyndaquil incense and I desperately need a good one. But I think I'm going to wait, see how the week goes, because I would hate to buy the bundle for the Cyndaquil incense to get a good one, and then we just naturally get a good one anyway. That would be the worst. So I'm going to hold off, but let's go ahead and jump into this sleep report and see what we do find. We weren't able to get to Master 3 yesterday. No extra tasty for dinner, and for lunch, the Victory Bell actually was super slacking on potatoes, so didn't even have what I needed to make lunch. I figured I'd gamble on dinner, and it just didn't work, so unfortunately, no Master 3, no Dratini incense, but we did get 3% dozing, 58% snoozing, and 39% slumbering. And let's see, that is a snoozing type, of course, which means we have a chance at Ralts, which is unfortunate. I wanted to try to get a Beware. We need a double corn Beware. The one that we have that's corn and sausage is very, very, very good for producing sausage, so I would like to see that transferred into corn, but just didn't work out that way. 77.2 million. We do have a full 8 spawns, which is good. That does mean that we have some decent chances at something interesting. And it looks like a couple of slow bros, a Persian, top belly Meowth. What else do we have? Something potentially very interesting. That one went so fast, I don't even know what that first one was, but there's another Ralts. So we've got Ralts, Meowth. Oh, Ditto. That's what it was. Jigglypuff, 2 Persians, and 2 Slowbros. Okay, well, that's one way to do it, I guess. 6,919 Dream Shards. Very good. I will definitely take those Dream Shards. We are going to need them for pretty soon. Let's see. Anybody hungry? Meowth is hungry. Don't know that I really care about catching a Meowth at the moment. Kind of the same thing as yesterday. It would be nice to catch the Ralts for the extra candy when I transfer it to the professor, but don't want to spend the biscuits on it. Honestly, nothing else is really super interesting, so I guess we will just catch the Meowth. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be good, and one day, Meowth will be exactly, of course, it's a critical capture. Meowth will be exactly what we need. Could have caught that Ditto! Meowth will be exactly what we need for some event in the future. Who knows? Maybe it's exactly what we need, and we just don't know it. But for today, we are going to again send out the Ralts candy. We have been doing very good about getting Ralts to spawn, so that's fantastic. But we will send out the Ralts candy to help other people get a Gardevoir, or Gallade if they need it. 3,751 Research XP and 6,936 Dream Shards. Very, very good. And now we can go ahead and check out this lovely new Meowth. Where are you? Why is my brain failing me? There you are. Okay, level 15 in Serious. I think that's a pretty decent nature, I think. No, Serious is neutral. That's right. Skill trigger M to start with. That's very good. Meowth is a skill specialist. Yeah, so skill trigger M to start with. Very good. Helping speed S, also very good. Inventory up S, also nice. Skill trigger S, kind of redundant, but not the worst. And sleep XP bonus for the capstone ability. That's not bad. That's not bad. The only bad thing really here is the serious nature being neutral, and even then, it's not bad. It's just not good. So this is actually a pretty solid Meowth. The only thing I'd like to see is some skill level ups instead of that skill trigger. Other than that, it's pretty solid. Might be the best one we've caught so far, honestly. Yeah, already starting out at 97. Yeah, really good. Unfortunately, Dream Shard Magnet is not super helpful. I can't remember if the double Dream Shard event, if that applied to Dream Shard Magnet. I think it did. Again, though, without the skill level up, I don't know if this is going to be super helpful for a double dream shard event, but who knows? Maybe by the time we actually get another dream shard event, a double dream shard event, I'm hoping we get one in the summer, and maybe they'll do one like every 6 months. That'd be pretty nice instead of just once a year. But if we do get another one, we'll definitely have to take another look at this Meowth, because at 96 PR, especially at level 75, 98 PR, yeah, we're looking pretty good. Like I said, the only thing that would really make it better is skill level up. We really don't need the skill trigger at level 75. It's nice, but we don't need it. And I really like Sleep XP bonus as a level 100 ability, since once the Pokemon hit level 100, you get bonus Dream Shards for your XP. I think it's Dream Shards you get at level 100. It's been a while. We're so far from level or maximum level, I haven't really paid attention to it, but I think you get bonus Dream Shards for your Sleep XP if a Pokemon is at level 100. If it's not Dream Shards, there is some bonus, and that's why I like it at level 100, but of course, could be another skill level up. But this is not bad. A 96 PR Meowth is definitely the best one we've caught so far. I don't remember exactly what the other one is, but I think it was around 50 or 60, so we're definitely going to hold on to this one. Let's go ahead and bump that up to level 15, make sure we hit the button to save, and we can go ahead and move on. Very good. Very good Meowth. And to think I didn't want to catch it. But let's see. We now need to wrap up our weekly summary. Let's go ahead and collect the missions from last week before it's over. We are going to get our 15 diamonds for going to bed on time. Probably going to get like an A or maybe a B on my weekly summary, because my sleep has been all over the place this past week. But we're about to find out. Choose next research site. Now at 30% bonus for Lapis. So we are making progress in that front, at least. All right. And let's move on. Come on. I forget how many menus there are in between everything at the end of the week. All right. So for week 41, Master 2, 772,846 total strength. 348,496 from berries and 424,350 from cooking. Cooking is definitely down because last week the week before we had the cooking event, so that makes sense. We actually didn't end too far off of what we had on the Flower Festival, so that's not bad. We actually did pretty well for not having any bonuses. I'm actually pretty happy with this. Still got an S. Okay, sure, I will take 6 handy candies. Gives me back all but one that I used yesterday, so all right. I don't know how we got an S, but okay. Sure thing, bud. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. It is the Fire Week. 69% nice on Lapis Lakeside and 65% on Taup Hollow, which is exactly where we're gonna go. Master 5 is our previous record. What, did we come here for Dessert Week or something? I don't remember. Anyway, we're gonna go to Taup Hollow. We are looking for a lot of the fire types. The only fire type we have that's actually good is our shiny Arcanine, new area sound data, of course. Our shiny Arcanine is the only fire type we have that's actually good. We need all 3 of the others, and with the constricted spawns on Taup, I feel like this is the best way to go. I still really love that blue Snorlax. That looks so good on Taup Hollow. And we got curries and stews again. Oh, we're about to have a field day. We're about to have a really good time. All right, so let's see how this worked out. Recovery incense ×1. We're going to bed on time. Perfect. Let's see. We have news again? Or is that just medals? No new news. It's just medals. What do we get? Number of times sleep tracking started within 30 minutes of the previous day's start time, 160. Very nice. 15 more diamonds. I'll happily take that. Did not mean to click that. All right. And then for our community reports, how are we doing? How are we doing? 47 of them? Nice. 47. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop, messed up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 that doubled up. Very nice, and a very beautiful shiny stuffle there. Very well done. No level ups today. All right, and that means it is time to go ahead and collect from everybody. I'm not going to collect from Gardevoir yet. Not yet. I have a plan. We're going to collect from everyone else. Should have swapped out the primates before I went to bed last night. I knew I was coming here. I don't know why I did not swap them out. That was just a silly mistake on my part. But at least we got some berries to start off with. It's not the worst case scenario. Let's go ahead. Yep. Skill trigger from you. That's good. Maybe we can get a decent amount of potatoes, but I have a plan. We're actually probably going to swap Victory Bell out this week. Another skill trigger from you. That's good. How long was that stored there? Okay. Anyway, so let's get breakfast. We should still be able to make the butter curry. I think we have everything we need. Yes, we do. Okay. We're going to try something wild this week, though. Let's go ahead and use 2 honey to round that out. And we are in a really good boat right now. That'll start us at like 30,000, 29,000, 29,5. Nice. 29,295 from this Dream Eater Butter Curry. Very good. That'll put us at, I think just basic 3. Been a while since we've been at Tao Paulo, so maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's basic 3. Yeah, with the berries, probably. Oh, basic 4. I underestimated. Never mind. Well, we are like 2 ranks away from all the fire types being unlocked. So that's good. Very good. All right. So now that's done. Let's get the team swapped out so that they can start working. I have a plan. It may not be a good plan, but I have a plan. So we got curries again, which is perfect. We want to swap out. The primates are going to be going away. You know what? Before I do this, we haven't used it in a little while. Let's go to the auto team maker real quick. Tao Paulo, curries and stews. Definitely need to change this. We are no longer making Spicy Elite Curry. We are making Dream Eater. Let's see. Let's just see how the auto team maker does with this new information. Let's clear that. Let's assume that we start with nothing. Let's run a team based on meal coverage, and we'll see what happens. Not bad. Oh, I haven't updated my Gardevoir yet. Everything else is up to date. I did, when I went through a couple days ago, I did check everybody's levels, make sure everything was up to date. The only one is the Gardevoir, which is close to the bottom. I did not update that Ralts. Where are you at? There you are. Ralts. Boom, boom. You are now level 23, and you are also a Gardevoir who has been evolved twice. So a level 3 sub skill. So far, Gardevoir not showing up. Only got 2 skill triggers yesterday. Not looking good for somebody with skill trigger M and S already at level 25. But still gonna give it a little while. See how things go. Let's update that. And now let's run the team maker again. Not Lapis. We're on Taup. Tao Paulo, curries. Pot capacity is actually 57. I need to change that. And it did not save my... Oh, I know why. Okay. Let's go ahead and plug this in again. Dream Eater Butter Curry. Refresh. Save. Plan for meal coverage. And let's see how this goes. Very surprised that Wigglytuff is still... Wow, Wigglytuff is still listed here? Why? Wigglytuff is oil, isn't it? Honey and oil, yeah, that doesn't help me with Dream Eater Curry. Why are you there? Why you? Why not Gardevoir? And a Fairy type berry. Petraberry, yeah, that's not a favored berry here on Tau Paulo. Why you? Why you and not Gardevoir? Very confused. Oh, because of helping bonus. That kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense. I don't think Wigglytuff is actually the right call. I feel like we would get a better increase in production if Gardevoir could actually trigger 4 or 5 times a day. So we got essentially an extra 40 or 50 energy per day. I think we'd actually do better than Wigglytuff if that's the case. Whereas helping bonus is just like, hey, you know exactly what you're going to get. And Gardevoir is more of a gamble. So maybe that's why it's picking Wigglytuff over Gardevoir. But I'm going to base the team somewhat. It put our level 13 Eevee down there too. That's really strange. Okay. I mean, I kind of see what it's going for. I don't like this plan, but it gives me an idea. We're definitely going to keep Blastoise on the team. But first things first, let's just run strength and see what happens. Strength teams, all berry teams are just kind of boring. So I'm probably not going to do it, but I am going to use this to give me some inspiration on who to put on the team, which is kind of who I expected. I'm pretty sure that we're going to get the most out of this guy right here. So yeah, berry finding Marowak is actually what we want. Actually, Doug Trio could help out with a little bit of the tomato shortage we were having. It's also berry finding. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay, I've got a plan in mind now. Cool. Team analysis. Time to, this is Curry, so we're gonna go ahead and save it here. You know what? Let's make another team. Let's make that'll be just general Curry. Let's make a, let's call this, Curry Taup. There we go. Cool. So first things first, we don't want this one. This one, it would give us some passive leaks too, which may be nice down the road to have a bunch stocked up. But for now, we're gonna go with the berry finding Diglett. I don't have a lot of Diglett candy. That is unfortunate. Not a big fan of the level 25 skill. Thought about maybe getting this to level 30 for the real big excess. You know what? I kind of changed my mind. We're gonna go ahead and go with Marowak. We're gonna have Marowak as our main berry finder. I think it's you. Yes, you are the berry finder. Good. Perfect. Honestly, I'm thinking about dropping a seed on this one. Main skill chance up, ingredient finding down. This is a really good Marowak. Thinking about dropping a seed on it. Not today though. Maybe one day. And then we're gonna leave Gardevoir on the team. We're gonna leave Blastoise on the team. I like you, but I'm thinking we're gonna swap you out. I think it's time. Possibly invest in you because we will get the added bonus of having the citrus berry, but let's go ahead and save. Before I do this, that's why I went to production comparison. I want to see. Whoa. Well, that's a new one. I haven't seen that screen before. All right. So anyway, Victory Bell and where you at? Our shiny Graveler. Let's assume that we can get this Graveler to 30 and Golem. And then let's also say that we're on Tau Paulo. Ooh, you do have helping bonus. The question is, how many potatoes do we get? 32? That's not bad. That's not a huge difference. It may make a difference. That's not bad. 32 versus 35. And we need, what is it, 18 per curry? So neither one really gives us enough for a day. I think what we're gonna do, oh, we also have to keep in mind Gardevoir is gonna be on the team. You know what? I think for today we're gonna leave Victory Bell. I don't think we're going to invest in Golem yet, or Graveler yet. Since Victory Bell got the skill trigger, I do want to leave it on the team and not waste it. So we're going to go Marowak. Where are you at? Berry finding Marowak. We can let you level up on your own. We don't have to worry about it. We're not going to invest in the Golem yet. Still going to have our Blastoise, which has just been insanely good for me. We're going to go Victory Bell for now. Then we're going to leave Gardevoir on the team. Oh, that's something interesting I didn't even think about. Hold on, hold the phone, hold on, hold up. What if we do something wild? Can we? Do we have what we need to be wild? This is the week with the candy boost. Maybe it's time. If we put Flareon on the team, I think we need 2 team analysis pages, honestly. Let's see. Team analysis. All right. So let's go ahead and finish the first team. And we can compare teams and see which one is going to be better. Gardevoir, where are you? There you are. If we could get Gardevoir to 30, which is going to take some more handy candy investment, it might be worthwhile. And then maybe we go ahead and put both. Maybe we do Victory Bell and Golem for today. Let them stock up some potatoes. Because what's the alternative? The alternative is to get another berry finder. Which actually, that's a really solid point. I forgot about the tomatoes. So we would have to have Doug Trio on the team for those tomatoes. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the play. I think we get Doug Trio on the team. Let it start bringing in tomatoes. Cool. So this is kind of what we're looking at for right now. The numbers actually look really good. You can see just how good this Blastoise actually is. Still 18,000 versus, or 18,600 versus 17,900. Granted, 15 level difference, but that Blastoise is just really good, and that's without berry finding or a favorite berry. Really like this Blastoise that we got. This looks pretty good. Predicting Master 4 seems a bit low, probably going to be a little higher. But if we want to do things slightly different, let's go to team analysis. Now we can load. Oh, did I not save? You know what? Hold on. Let's just go ahead and close that page out. We will save this team. Let's open a new team analysis. Now, there we go. We've got the team already loaded up. So if we want to make the Keema curry, first and foremost, we need Dratini. Specifically this Dratini. We need it at level 30. It will be a Dragonair. We can't evolve it to Dragonite. At level 30, it will be 1 evolution. And then we need Sausage, which means we need Beware. Where are you at? There you are. We're going to leave Beware as is. Let's take Gardevoir off for now. What else do we need? We've got corn, sausage, herbs. We need more corn, which means we need the other Dratini, or Dragonair. Ooh. Helping bonus Dratini, though. But we definitely don't have the candies to invest to get both of them to 30, so we'll have to go with the Dragonair first. What else do we need for the Keema curry? It's corn, sausage, herbs. What else? There's one other. What is it? Ah, ginger. That's the one. So for ginger, we already know who we're putting on the team. The other pseudo. Where's he at? It'll be further down. Ooh, both of you, that's unfortunate. Both of you get soybeans at level 30. But you are already invested, so you would be the better choice. Cool. So now the question is, how does this look comparatively? Oh, actually, this isn't even good because this means we can't have a berry finder on the team. Because in order to make the keema curry, we need the Flareon. I think I just solved my own problem. That this team is not going to be worth it because we won't have any berries at all. But the advanced options, that is not giving me the options I was looking for. This would be a huge gamble. I did not mean to save it. And because I hit that button, it refreshed to the other team. No! All right, anyway. I messed up, but I'm pretty sure that second team wasn't going to work anyway. So we're going to run with this team for now. They're actually looking pretty good. The only thing we might do is invest in the Doug Trio, but not right now. Not right now. However, with the Doug Trio, we could very easily swap out Victory Bell for Golem. And I think that would actually be better. So, oh wow, it looks like it is not connected to my box anymore. So much for that. Anyway, we've got the team set up. We're ready to go. That's all we needed. And I wanted to see, we should get a skill trigger. We did, and that's exactly why I wanted to wait to give it to the new team and start us off very fresh. So that's good. We have a skill trigger. Everybody should be at a high energy. I don't think we're going to have what we need to make lunch. Let's just double check. Pretty sure we won't have everything for the curry again. No, we need potatoes. Good. We're actually in a really good place. We're starting off very strong. And honestly, as much as I just invested in making sure this team was a good one for the week, this is actually going to be a chill week. Most of what I want to find is at the low levels anyway. So once I get to a full spawn board, I'm kind of just taking it easy this week. Fire type week is going to be very, very nice. It'll be a good chill way to hopefully get some good fire types. We do have the mini candy boost during this event, so we are also going to be taking advantage of that, and we already know who I'm going to be using it on. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Vulpix Incense. We're going to go through the missions for the week here in a moment. Guaranteed hungry every day. Pretty nice, easy stuff, easy week. The missions for this week, get Snorlax to basic 2. There's our free Vulpix Incense, so we don't have to worry about that. Ultra 1 gives us more biscuits. Master 1 probably going to be Vulpix Candy. Give out 15 biscuits for 5 ingredient tickets, small ingredient tickets. 100 candies for 5,000 dream shards. Use 100 candies for 5,000 dream shards. Use 7 instances for the fire type candy, which is the fire type handy candy. Stick to your bedtime 3 times for another 5,000 dream shards, and cook 12 times for another 5 fire type candies. So we should get most of these, probably all but maybe 1. It really just depends on what shows up if I give out enough biscuits for those ingredient tickets. So we'll just see how that goes. But the missions are all pretty easy. Everybody should have no problems getting them done. And last things last, before we run, the one thing we need to do is to use our mini candy boost. And that is going to be, of course, on our brand new Dratini. Pseudo legendaries are a perfect choice for mini candy boost or any candy boost options, just to get some more effectiveness out of the candies that we need for them, since they take a lot to level up. So we're gonna go ahead and drop our 50 there. Candy boost is on. Just out of curiosity, let's see. We're at level 93. If we turn candy boost off, level 93, what am I talking about? Hold on, we need to do it again anyway. So let's use 50. 50 candies normally wouldn't get us to level 15, but with candy boost, gets us to level almost 17. So almost a full 2 extra levels. So that's why it's worth it. It is going to cost a lot of dream shards. We're going to get a lot back this week. And yeah, with any luck, we can really get this Dratini where it needs to be by the end of the week. maybe we can use this by the end of the week to get us set up for at least the Inferno Curries on Sunday. But for now, Dream Eater Butter Curry, looking about Master 4, probably going to be a little bit higher, but we'll just have to wait and see how this week goes. But yeah, that's the plan for this week. Just going to take it easy, try to find those fire types that we want. Make sure that you take advantage of your mini candy boost. You do only get 50 a day, and once it's gone, you lose the 50, so you can't stock them up. So make sure to take advantage of that while you can. And that is going to be all for me for today. So thank you for watching the video. Y'all have a wonderful day. Enjoy the fire type week. And until next time, later, dudes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day 2 of the Fire Week Festival, whatever we want to call it this time around. We're going to get 20 diamonds to start off with. That's very nice for going to bed on time. We're also going to pick up 19,510 sneaky snacking. A little help from everybody across the board except for Gardevoir, which, you know, that kind of makes sense. But we're also going to pick up 100 sleep points, which puts us at 7,855. I might need to start thinking about spending some of those sleep points soon. And for our daily lottery, we're going to pick up, what are we going to get? A biscuit? Biscuit? Yes, we got a biscuit. Very nice. Very good. Very good. And then we can jump into this sleep report. I'm hoping for a snoozing type. Again, we do have pseudo balanced sleep, so it's not super important. It's not a mandatory thing to find a Vulpix, but having that snoozing type would skew some of the spawns towards the snoozing. 10 hours, 20 minutes of sleep. Apparently, I was extremely tired. So it would skew more towards the snoozing, which will help with finding pretty much everything we're looking for. We did get 5% dozing and 51% snoozing and 44% slumbering, so that looks like it might be good. Balanced, okay, sure, never mind. Well, we got balanced, pseudo balanced, so who knows what we're gonna get. I did not use the Vulpix instance last night. I'm trying to save that for the Entei week, or the event, because we will get more mains if a fire type shows up. So saving those instances for the event to get some more mains, because I think it'll be better off that way. We did get 9.2 million drowsy power, so a pretty decent chance of getting some good stuff. Hopefully we have some pretty decent stuff. You know, a shiny Vulpix right off the bat would be very nice. I see something over there. What is that? Is that a Marowak already? It is. Ooh, we do have a Vulpix though. I think we got a new sleep style. That Charmander is super adorable. Don't touch anything. Okay, good. The game didn't crash. Yay, we did get a Vulpix. Nice. Very nice. And with what showed up today, we have a guaranteed hungry, I believe. So that's good too. Hopefully it's the Vulpix. That would be super nice. Curled up sleep.
Inside Vulpix's body burns a flame that never goes out. Sometimes while it's sleeping, this Pokemon releases flames from its mouth to adjust its internal body temperature and prevent it from growing too hot.
Very adorable. Vulpix has always been one of those Pokemon that's just super cute. Charmander's hungry. Well, at least one of the ones we need is hungry. Okay, so how do we want to play this? I would ideally like to take both of them home. Is that possible? It is possible. What is the best way to play this? So let's see. If we feed the Charmander the bonus biscuit, that gives him 9 points, which would be kind of a waste. We give him a regular Poke Biscuit. That puts him at 3, which means we only need 2 more biscuits. I think the smart way to do this and use the least amount of biscuits is a gamble. Let's see. If we do a Poke Biscuit on Charmander, that puts him at 3, and then we use the bonus biscuit on Vulpix, also at 3, which means they both need 2 more biscuits, which is another 4, so 5 biscuits and a bonus biscuit in total. Whereas if we just give Charmander, it's actually the same no matter what. If we give Charmander the bonus biscuit, we take it home, we don't worry about it, and then 5 Poke Biscuits for Vulpix. but with more of a chance of the Vulpix. That's the thing, is if we give Charmander the bonus biscuit, Vulpix has a higher chance of getting full, or more opportunity to get full before we take it home, because we need to feed it 5 individual biscuits. Whereas if we feed Charmander a Poke Biscuit, there's a chance they could both end up getting full before we take them home. Yeah, that's an interesting one. You know what? I have an idea. I think I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something I think is a little bit dumb, but hopefully it will work out. We're gonna feed Charmander the bonus biscuit. This might be really stupid. But I really want to take this Vulpix home today. I'm being a little impatient, and impatience makes people do silly things. Cool. I missed. Come on. There we go. Ugh, that's unfortunate. I was hoping for a big hit at some point. Still hungry. That's good. So I can do the thing I wanted to do. Kind of goofy, but I want to take it home. Probably a good thing I did that in order to take it home today, because that means it probably would have gotten full. That would have been my luck. Anyway, that's all we're going to catch today. Charmander and Vulpix. We got 2 really good fire types. Hopefully their sub-skills in nature turn out all right. We do have the guaranteed gold with Charmander at least. So there is that. We're of course going to send out the Vulpix candy, help people get stocked up on that, and we can move on. Let's see. How did we do? We got 398 research XP, not a lot, barely moved that bar at all, and 879 dream shards. Not bad. Not bad. So first things first, let's go ahead and check out the Charmander. It is level 15 and quirky. What is quirky? Is that neutral? Maybe? All sausage, which is okay. Yeah, that's all right. Double sausage with a ginger at the end would have been really nice. Or maybe, no, not ginger, probably. Probably now with the current recipes, herbs at level 60, but all sausage is not bad. It's definitely not the worst thing that could have happened. And then we've got, ooh, berry finding. That's kind of interesting. Sleep XP bonus, berry finding. Ingredient finder. Finally, we got an ingredient finder with helping speed M and skill level up S. Honestly, this is probably a better Charmander than we've ever had so far. With quirky nature, which is neutral, which is unfortunate. But this is still probably the best we've had in a long time. Maybe not. Maybe I spoke a little too soon. Berry finding is technically not good for an ingredient finder when you're only going off of ingredient strength. But I don't think it's actually this bad. I don't think it's as bad as the calculator is claiming it is so far. Ingredient finder S only bringing it up to a 50 at level 50. Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe it does need 1 sub-skill seed. Yeah, this is not, I don't think this is as bad as the calculator thinks it is. Or at least as bad as the calculator's making me think it is. I think it's possibly better. The sleep XP bonus is the one thing that's really not ideal, that we don't want. Inventory up would be really nice. But honestly, this is not terrible. And if we get it to level 50 and give it an ingredient sub-skill seed to get it to ingredient finder M, I think we'd be really in the money. The only problem really is the sleep XP bonus and the nature. The nature is kind of just meh. But according to this, PR of 40, which I don't know that I agree with that. I think this is still better. I think it's still better than the others we have. I think the other one we have is only like 60 PR, and I don't even remember its sub-skills, or yeah, its sub-skills. I don't think they were that good. Maybe I was misremembering. Maybe this is actually better so far. Yeah, the old one is technically better for ingredients. If we're just looking at ingredients, this one is actually better. But the ingredient spread is not the best. We definitely could use a better ingredient spread on it, but it's not the worst. It's just kind of okay. And the nature, energy recovery up, main skill chance down. Yeah, it's rash nature, I think. No, it's not. Anyway, both of them are okay. I think they'll both have their own niche uses. I'm gonna save this one. I like that it has berry finding on it, and I think we can actually use this down the road for some sausage potential, honestly. Although maybe not. Beware is out. Beware has a lot of sausage, and yeah, don't have any issues with getting sausage with Beware, so maybe maybe honestly sausage ginger is the way to go for Charizard to actually have any niche use with Beware currently in the game. But who knows? That's a discussion for another time. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's grab Vulpix and see how good this turned out to be. Oh, it has corn? Ooh, soybeans, and then at level 30, soybeans and corn, and then at level 60, soybeans, corn, potatoes. Ooh, very interesting. This could be really interesting. It is a berry specialist, so of course the ingredients not super relevant. They do help. It's nice to get them when you get them, but it's not the most important thing. Unfortunately, of course, all soybeans for mine. I would have liked soybean, corn, potatoes just for that added variety whenever we do collect from it, because again, it's not going to be what we put on the team specifically for those ingredients. So it would be nice for the variety, but it is what it is. Ultimately, ingredients aren't what we're here for. Energizing cheer level 1. Okay, cool. Ingredient finder. Come on. Ingredient finder S to start off with. Helping speed S is good. That's a good one. Skill trigger S, that's okay, considering this one just energizing cheer. That's not bad. Inventory up S, not really necessary. And skill level up S is also okay. This one, for me personally, this one's kind of middle of the road. Let's see what the nature does. Main skill chance up, energy recovery down. That's not good. That's not good. We don't want energy recovery down on a berry specialist. It's gonna be all right. Like I said, personally, kind of middle of the road, around 50 for me. But yeah, of course, with the energy recovery down, the calculator is going to say it's just the absolute worst. Seems like here lately, anytime you get energy recovery down on your nature or speed of help, it just tanks the rating on the calculator. I don't think it's that bad. I think there are ways around energy recovery down nature, and you can deal with it pretty easily. Like, if we have this on a team with Gardevoir, yeah, it's not going to have as much energy as it would if it didn't have energy recovery down, but you're not going to hit 0, at least not anytime soon, you know? So there are ways around it, and I don't think energy recovery down is as bad as the calculator thinks it is, but it's definitely not anywhere close to like an 80 PR or what I want to see. You know, I'd typically look for 80 plus PR, 85 plus PR, somewhere around there. It's not as good as we would like to see, but it is certainly usable, at least for a little while, especially at level 25 with a helping speed. It does get a little bit better, in my opinion. It's something we can use, but we're definitely going to be hunting another one. I'm going to go ahead and save it. It is our first one. I'm going to hold on to it until we do find a better one, which hopefully will be very soon, given that it is Fire Week. So let's go ahead and move on. We got a couple of okay Pokemon. Nothing too great, but it's just the start of the week. We got plenty of time to find better ones. And with that out of the way, we can jump in. Let's see, do we have any new news? No, we do not. I love that the Entei news, that little beautiful picture right there, is just sticking around for a while. And then for our community reports, we have 46, 37. Ooh, very low today. Very low. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 that leveled up, which is about 25%. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right. And with that, we can jump into breakfast. Let's see how everybody was doing. Marowak actually did very good yesterday, triggered 3 times. Let's see if we can start off with one today. There we go, very good. Marowak has been putting in a lot of work. The only downside is that his inventory is very low, so I need to check every couple of hours just to keep his inventory from getting too full. No skill trigger from Blastoise. That's unfortunate. We'd like to see it from Blastoise, but you would be very nice. There we go. 2 for 3. And the 2 that we got are the ones we really needed to happen on. Or 2 of the ones we really needed. I'm not super worried about it, but it is nice. Nope, no dice. You actually have been underperforming on the tomato production, which is very sad. You see only 2 tomatoes there. That's not what I like to see. That is very unfortunate. And then here we go. Can we get a 3 for 5? Nope. So far, I have not been impressed with Gardevoir. Only 3 skill triggers from Gardevoir yesterday. If it was at main skill level 6, that would be an extra 54 energy throughout the day. But I don't know. 3 just seems very low, especially when I have Flareon, who is triggering 4 or 5, sometimes 6 times a day. So I don't know. I'm still going to give it some time. We're going to see how it goes. Ideally, I would like to get 4 or 5 a day, minimum 4 a day. If we're only getting 3, then it's just kind of all right. But this is kind of reminding me of the whole scenario with Wigglytuff. Tried Wigglytuff out. It didn't perform to expectations and ended up dropping it from the team. And honestly, Gardevoir, which everybody says is a step above, like a tier above Wigglytuff, seems to be performing just about the same, even with skill trigger M and S at level 10 and 25. So that's kind of not inspiring much confidence, you know? But we'll just have to see how things go. We are going to make some breakfast. It's going to be our Dream Eater butter curry again, of course, because it is a fantastic dish that we can make consistently. I was really hoping that between Victory Bell and Doug Trio, we'd have a surplus of tomatoes to where I could swap in another Marowak or maybe even the Golem to get some potato surplus going. But so far, no dice. But we are going to get 29,949 from this Dream Eater butter curry. And that should put us into, what are we at, grade 4 now? So grade 5. Yeah, grade 5. About a 5th of the way to Ultra 1. So we're making good progress. Making pretty good progress this week so far. Everyone else is looking. Oh, do you have a skill trigger? Nope, you have 1 berry. Cool. All right, well, I mean, that's kind of how things are going so far. Fire week, it's okay so far. Can't really complain too much. It's just the beginning of the week. But we did get to grade 2, so we do get 1,370 dream shards. We are getting very close to the extra biscuits. All the rest is okay. What did I use? Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's a good thing. I almost forgot. I was very curious on what I used 50 candies on. Almost forgot that we have the mini candy boost. So yeah, ooh, wrong one. So we need to go and take care of our little pseudo legendary boy. There he is. We are going to run out of candies though, pretty soon. Level up. Let's drop 50. Boom. Don't forget to take advantage of the mini candy boost. Pseudos are a really good candidate. Legendaries are a really good candidate. But for newer players, if you don't have any pseudos or legendaries, then go ahead and use them on Pokemon that are going to give you ingredients that you can use for higher tier recipes. Those are going to be some of the best options for the mini candy boost. That and Pokemon with berry finding that you are going to use on teams, especially if you get a Raichu or a probably a Vulpix now. I think Vulpix might actually end up being the better Taupe Hollow or Taupe Hollow candidate, your Meganium for Lapis, which if you're a beginner, you probably don't have a good Chikorita yet. Totodile for the beach. And who is it on? Who do we normally go for? It's been so long since I've been to Snowdrop. Anyway, the comments can remind you about the one on Snowdrop. It's been a long time since I've been there, and I'm just drawing an absolute blank. But we are going to drop our 50 candies on our Dratini, and it is now level 20. There we go. Took the game a minute. And I think we need to get to level 23. I was thinking 24, but 23 to evolve. So possibly tomorrow. I think it's worth using like 4 or 5 handy candies just to get 50 Dratini candies to do one more candy boost. So we may be at level 23 tomorrow. We do want to get to that level 25 though. That's really what we're looking for. So that's that's pretty good. And then we need to figure out who we're going to invest in after that. Possibly we do have a couple of candidates right here with the Pupitar and Larvitar. So maybe them, maybe Raikou. Honestly, I don't know. It may be a good time. What is Raikou? Raikou is all sausage, right? Yeah, all sausage. So maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. We do have plenty of candy for it though. But I mean, yeah, we do want to get to level 50. I don't know. We have some decent candidates that could be used for a candy boost. And who knows, we may catch something wild tomorrow that is the perfect candidate for a candy boost. But for now, we're just going to stick with our Dratini. And that is all for me today. That's it. Thank you for watching the video. Y'all have a wonderful day. And until next time, later, dudes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day 3 here on Taupe Hollow for the Fire Week event, and we have a lot to talk about today. First things first, I'm going to say I might have been a little bit wrong about Gardevoir based on what I've been reading on some of your comments, but we're going to get into that a little bit later because there is a lot that I want to talk about with that. Also, I'm seeing reports that some people are not seeing any Fire-type Pokemon spawn for Fire Week, so that's making me concerned that we're going to have a repeat of the Electric Week, where I feel like we barely saw any. But we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. We are going to start off with 16,384 sneaky snacking. We're going to grab a small dream cluster for going to bed on time, like we are supposed to do. And we're going to pick up another 100 sleep points, which puts us at 7,955. You know what? I think it might just be time to go ahead and buy the thing, but let's go ahead and grab our daily lottery. And that's a Poke Biscuit. Very nice. Very good way to start the day with a free biscuit. Can never beat that. We're just going to go ahead and buy another Master Biscuit because why not? That gives us 3 in total. Let's see. Is there anything else that we want to buy currently? The Easy Travel Ticket. Always good to have extras on hand. That gives us 8, which is good. That will serve us very well during Entei Week, I believe. Other than that, no, I don't think there's anything else that I currently want to buy. Especially these Evo items, they're always here. There's always at least 5 of them. I don't really want them clogging up my inventory, so there's no point in stocking up on them, to be honest with you. I don't see myself using a bunch all at once. I mean, tickets, yeah, they'd be nice to have, but helper whistles, maybe. Those are usually good to have on hand, but that's a steep price. 800 sleep points. I don't think I want to pay that right now. We'll just go ahead and stick with the 4,100 we spent to get a Master Biscuit and an Easy Travel Ticket, 2 of the most important items from the shop. And we're going to jump straight into the sleep research. Hopefully find us another Vulpix, because the one we found yesterday, not great. That Charmander we found yesterday, I think could actually be useful in the right scenario. Along with the other Charmander I had, I didn't realize it was so highly rated, so I think we can put both of them to use in different scenarios. Unfortunately, 8% dozing, 43% snoozing, and 49% slumbering does not mean a snoozing type sleep. It does give us slumbering. And that means that with our hopefully 18, 20 million, somewhere around there, we can get a decent amount of spawns and maybe something good. 21.3, almost 0.4 million. Not bad at all. Still not quite a full 8 spawns, but 1 guaranteed hungry because of the event, so that's fine. We also have the pseudo sleep type, which is why we have the Vulpix showing up, so that's very, very good. And I think that's also another new sleep type. Is that a 2-star? I don't think that's the same sleep style we saw yesterday, is it? Charmander too, very good. Riolu, Gulpin, Larvitar, Banette. That's kind of surprising to see a Banette so early. Krogunk and Charmander. So definitely a new sleep style on the Vulpix. That's got to be the 2-star then. Yeah, 2-star nodding off sleep. That's good. Already halfway done with the new sleep styles from Vulpix. I wonder how many sleep styles in total we have. I haven't checked that in a while since we hit the, yeah, last time I really paid attention to it was when we hit the current cap for the rewards. Banette's hungry? Ooh, out of everybody, that was the worst one that could have been hungry, honestly, because that's the one I do not want. Why did we feed a Gulpin before? I don't even remember that. I mean, we also fed a Banette. Probably fed that Banette back during the Halloween event. I don't remember feeding either of them, but of course, the main reason we're here today, as much as I want to feed that Banette the bonus biscuit, that wouldn't even take it home though. No, I really want to, but I don't think it's the right idea. We're really here for the Vulpix. This is what we need for Entei. This is most important. Don't be silly. You were silly yesterday and it didn't pay off. Don't do it again today. Ooh, didn't get a big hit like I was hoping for. Of course it's full. Watch it be hungry tomorrow. That's gonna be the worst. I don't mind feeding a couple more biscuits. I'll feed 2 to the Charmander because I know we're gonna get 5 more biscuits from the mission rewards. Like I said, I want to stay above 25. With the 5 we get from that, that'll put us back above 25. So I think it's okay. I'm gonna feed 2. Ugh, no big hits at all today. And we're gonna leave it as is. I do still want a better Charmander. It's full anyway. Okay, sure, whatever. All right, we're gonna go ahead and stop there. And we're not gonna take anything home, but we do have 2 Pokemon set for us to take home next time. And of course, we're gonna send out that Vulpix candy. And we're gonna move on. We are gonna get I think a decent amount of XP, but not too much. Oh, not as much as I thought. 889 research XP and 1,855 dream shards, which we do desperately need those dream shards now that we're using that mini candy boost because it is so expensive. It's so expensive. Another 516 sneaky snacking. Ooh, Good Sleep Day bundles have been announced, and Good Sleep Day number 10, the official news, even though we did get it announced in the sleep, I forget what they called it, the sleep wrap up or something like that. But got a little bit more news and more definitive information on the multipliers. This event is held once a month in all areas for a total of 3 days. During this time, drowsy power will be multiplied by 1.5 on the first and third day, the days before and after the full moon, and on the second day, the day of the full moon, will be multiplied by 2. Let's all try to get lots of sleep during the event. Again, the dates are May 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. The 22nd and 24th is 1.5 times, and the 23rd is 2 times drowsy power. How to progress in the event: simply go to sleep and track your sleep like normal. We also get the extra bonuses that Pokemon on your team will get double XP on the 22nd and 24th, day 1 and 3, and on day 2 they get times 3, May 23rd. You also get a total of 2,000 bonus sleep points over the course of the event, 500 each on day 1 and 3, and 1,000 on day 2. Multipliers for drowsy power: this is just the breakdown of how it works depending on which days Good Sleep Day fall on. Again, because it's any other day besides Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it is only 2 times. Let's see, anything new for this one for the notes? It looks like no, usually it's not. I feel like they'd make a big deal out of if something was different. But keep in mind, Good Sleep Day is a great time to use a lot of the incense. Focus incense, growth incense, to help your Pokemon get some XP, take full advantage of the XP multiplier, especially if you've only got 1 growth incense. Use that on day 2. You'll get times 6 XP that night So that's a really good time to do so. Focus incense for your research XP, again, probably best on day 2. And then your luck and friend incense. Friend incense you can use any of the days because it's just a guaranteed hungry. But if you want to take full advantage, most of the incense will be better off used on day 2, but can be used anytime. All right, now let's go ahead and check out these bundles, see how they're looking this time around. Well, there's only one bundle. I don't know why I said these bundles. Multiple. There's only ever one. What's wrong with me? To go along with Good Sleep Day event that begins on 4 a.m. Wednesday, May 22nd, the Good Sleep Day Bundle Volume 10 will be available. We are going to get May 20th at 11 p.m. is when it starts, and May 25th at 11 p.m. is when it ends. Good Sleep Day Bundle Volume 10, 1,500 diamonds. I think that's about standard. 9 Great Biscuits, 2 Growth Incense, 2 Luck Incense, and 2 Focus Incense. It's not a bad bundle. If you've got the diamonds and you've already bought all the other stuff you need to buy with diamonds, it's not a bad bundle. The incense that you get from it are not very common to come across, especially as a free player. But if you're a free player and you only have free diamonds, definitely make sure you have your ingredient bag and your inventory space at a pretty good level before you consider spending 1,500 diamonds. I would say, personally, max out your ingredient bag first. Inventory bag, you can kind of work things around with that one to where even if you hit your capacity, you can move things around, get rid of some stuff, use some stuff that you don't need, and clear up some space. But you still want to have a decent amount of inventory space. Outside of that, if you've got the diamonds, it's not a bad bundle. You get nine Great Biscuits, which are typically worth 1,800 diamonds if you bought them separately. So I think it's a pretty sweet deal as far as the biscuits and the incense that are, like I said, a little less common. So not bad. And then here it just explains what the incense do. And that's about it. And you can set up to 2 incense per day. We all know. Cool. Not bad. The bundle itself, not bad. If you got the diamonds and you've already bought everything else you need to buy, it's worth it, but it's entirely up to you if you want to spend that many diamonds on it. For our community reports, we have 47 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17 that doubled up. I was wondering if we were going to break 20 again. Every time we start getting above 15, I start thinking, oh, maybe this is it. Maybe we'll break 20 again. Ooh, there we go. We got some level ups. Ooh, level 5 Newsy. Very good. That's a very beautiful shiny stuff on top of that. Very nice. It's good for 3 small handy candies, which we will be using here pretty shortly. So that is good. Very good. All right. With that, we can go ahead and get into breakfast. We can see I did get, I believe it was 3 skill triggers with Gardevoir yesterday. Go ahead and grab that candy, and while that's going, we can check. Finally, my boy Blastoise has been slacking on these skill triggers the last couple of days. I don't think I got a single one yesterday. And he's supposed to get 0.85, so I guess, that makes sense. 0.85 skill triggers per day, but Marowak has been doing fantastic. Marowak was still above 100% energy when I went to bed last night. I think at like 109, if I remember correctly. And everybody else was at like 70%. So Gardevoir is showing up, is helping out. But let's see if it's going to happen first thing. No, we're not starting off with a skill trigger. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, I don't know what to think about that, honestly. Let's go ahead and get breakfast done. Breakfast is what we need. Breakfast will make us all feel better. The Dream Eater Butter Curry, of course, is what we're going for. We'll throw in 2 more honey. We did get some from that skill trigger on Blastoise, so that's very nice. And that will put us at... This might put us at level 49, honestly. Oh, we got an extra tasty boy. No, we're going even higher than 49. That might be 50. Ooh, oh, never mind. That is a big jump in XP to get from 49 to 50. But... we got pushed pretty far. 61,204. That's really good for this week. Very good. All right, so what does that do for us? Does that I don't think that'll push us to master. Where are we at? Ultra 2? Yeah, no, definitely not. Ultra 4. Almost halfway to Ultra 5. So that's really good. should hit master today then. As long as I don't miss something, we should definitely hit master today. And I think Ultra 4 actually gives us another reward for the fire week. Let's see, how are we looking? Yep, Ultra 4. Was it fire week or was it one of the weekly ones? Let's see. Ultra 1 gave us the 5 biscuits. Speaking of full inventory, let's check out the bag situation. What's going on there? 257 out of 260. Here's the question. Do I want to buy more space? I might. Ooh, no, you know what? We may use some of these link cables. Let's use a few of them. Let's use like 10. Get some candy. 20 Onyx candy, 15 Geodude candy, and 15 Ghastly candy. I will definitely take that 20 Onyx candy. And that's exactly what I was talking about with you can manipulate some things in your inventory space to where, you know, sometimes it's not a problem. Use 100 candies, which we did yesterday. That'll give us 5,000 more dream shards, which of course we desperately need. And then Snorlax to Ultra 4 was a weekly mission, not the fire week. But that does give us a small dream cluster, which we also will probably use sooner rather than later. I'm really hoping they give us a double dream shard bonus event where the dream clusters actually get doubled up. That would be really nice. But I don't think it's happening anytime soon. One last thing I want to check before we get into the main topic of today's video. See how we're looking on our pantry. Still not quite where I want to be. I was really hoping to get 45 tomatoes and then swap in Golem for the Doug Trio, because as you can see, 11 potatoes is not really doing great. Victory Bell is not doing super great on the potatoes this week. Not as good as I would like, and usually Victory Bell does a little better on potatoes, but this time around it's just not working. So I kind of want to switch in Golem, but I want to get to a comfortable spot on the tomatoes before I do. As it stands right now, we only have enough tomatoes for lunch and not enough for dinner. So I'm not sure if I'm ready to swap them out yet. I feel like potentially one day with both Victory Bell and Golem on the team could set us up for the rest of the week to not have to worry about potatoes. Just not really sure when exactly I want to swap them in. But with that said, we can jump into the main topic of today. A lot of the comments yesterday were talking about Gardevoir and how I am undervaluing Gardevoir. And in a sense, I do agree. I did overestimate Gardevoir's capabilities. If we look here, we can see, well, first things first, let's go ahead and reset it back to normal. We can see that it's only expected to trigger 3.24 times a day. I was seeing about 3 triggers a day, so what I was seeing is about what should be expected. For some reason, I had it in my head, maybe it was bias from Flareon, that we should be seeing 4 or 5 a day from Gardevoir with both skill triggers. I didn't even think to look at how many I should realistically expect. So with 3.24 a day, seeing 3 a day, that is about right. Which does mean that if we were to put 3 seeds on Gardevoir, each trigger would give us 18 energy for the whole team, which in turn would be 54 for the entire day. 54 extra energy for the entire day. So that's really good. And you can see here, we do have Taupalo selected, or Topalo. I keep saying Taupalo. Topalo selected. This is the team we're using currently. And currently, without any investment in Gardevoir, if we just let things run as is, the expectation is 585,000 total strength, which puts us at Master 4. Not quite Master 5, just shy of it by about 15,000. Now, one thing we can look at, we can go ahead and click on this little edit button. And let's say we put 3 seeds into Gardevoir to give it a level 6 main skill. So this way, we'll get the full 54 energy throughout the entire day. That still only puts us at Master 5 on Topalo. 640,000 strength. Gets us about an extra 55,000 throughout the entire week. Now, let's look at the optimal cooking schedule. I'm not worried about this right now because this I actually don't think affects anything at all. I don't believe this affects anything, but 55,000 extra strength. I'm still not convinced that investing 3 seeds into the Gardevoir is the right way to go. The reason for that is because instead, if we were to invest 3 seeds in Flareon, that would give us about 3 power-ups or 3 cooking power-ups per day. And at main skill level 6, that gives us an extra 22. So the same 3 seed investments. Is it? Let me make sure I got that right. Nope, level 5. So level 5 would give us an extra 22 cooking space per day. So it would still take 3 seeds to get Flareon from cooking level 2, or I forget what it's called. It's right in front of my face. Cooking power up level 2, which is what it's currently at. 3 seeds would put it at level 5. So every time it triggers, we get an extra 22 pot space. So with that same 3 skill seed investment, that takes us from being able to make only the Dream Eater Butter Curry because we have 57. That gives us 79 pot space and allows us to make the Inferno Keema Curry. Now, if we can make the Inferno Keema Curry, and let's say we only get it to level 40, then that's an extra, like what, 7 grand per cook? And if we can make it twice a day, then that's 14,000 per day times 7. Then we're looking at, let me make sure I got this math right. Don't do it in my head because I will mess this one up. For some reason, I can't do this one in my head. 14 times 7 is 98. So almost an extra 100,000 strength over the entire week if we make it twice. If we only make it once per day, then that's still 44,000, which is only 10,000 shy of what we would get through the entire week with Gardevoir. That said, we move over to desserts. We have desserts for the week. Right now, we're only making explosion popcorn. That's the best thing I can consistently make. But I do have Pokemon that can get these ingredients. I have a team of 3 that can get these ingredients. Will they get it enough for me to make it 3 times a day? No. But if I make it once a day, that's an extra 20 grand a day. It's 140 grand, almost 3 times as much as what we get from Gardevoir just from having the same 3 skill seed investment. Salads, not as big of a deal because we only have 62, so I wouldn't need the full 3 seed investment. But what are we consistently making with the salads? I don't even remember because it's been a while. Was it Spore Mushroom Salad? Was that the thing we were really able to consistently make? If we can make the green grass salad consistently, that's an extra 14,000 per cook. Even if it's only once per day, that's still above the 55,000 for the entire week that we get for Gardevoir. So that's kind of why I'm not yet convinced that Gardevoir and healers are the way to go. I feel like the power is really in the dishes when you are at this stage of the game. For people that are just starting, berries are definitely the way to go. They're definitely your path to high strength in the early game until you get the ingredient Pokemon together to make the higher level dishes. And at that point, having a healer is very beneficial to you. But at this point in the game, with the dishes that I am able to make, and I feel like I could make at least regularly, I'm not quite convinced that Gardevoir is the right investment for these seeds. I feel like it would be better to invest the seeds in Flareon and more consistently make these top tier dishes, like the absolute best dishes we can possibly make. Now, granted, we may still need to move the team around and make sure that we have the ingredients that we need and prepare for the weeks coming up. And honestly, that may just involve putting a large candy and dream shard investment in some of my better ingredient gatherers. But the dream shard and candy investment in those ingredient gatherers and the 3 seeds invested in Flareon, I kind of feel are the better way to go. To me, it seems like you get a better return on investment by investing those 3 seeds into Flareon. Again, I specifically say I'm not quite convinced to say that I am not convinced that Gardevoir is a terrible waste of resources. That's not what I'm trying to say. I may still be wrong in this analysis. There may be something that I'm overlooking or missing. But from the perspective that I'm looking at, I don't think Gardevoir is the way to go currently. Again, I may be wrong. I may be missing something. If I am, let me know in the comments below. This isn't meant for me to explain to you how you should play the game. This is just meant for me to explain my current thinking with the team and the Pokemon that I currently have. Your team and your Pokemon are going to be way different. You're not going to have the same Pokemon I do. I know some of you have said, oh, I've caught that exact same Pokemon before. But on the whole, all of your Pokemon are going to be different from mine. So don't take this as me telling you how to play your game. This is just me thinking through and showing you my thought process on how I'm looking at how I play the game. If you are the kind of person that plays the game with a largely berry-focused team, I do think Gardevoir is still the better choice for you. If you're really focused on having more berry gatherers with a Gardevoir on the team, I think that's the better way to go to keep those berry gatherers at a high energy. But for me, since I like to focus more on the cooking aspect of it. Oh, it's already time for lunch? It is. Wow. Since I like to focus more on the cooking aspect of the game, I think Flareon might be the better investment for me. But again, like I said, if I'm wrong or if I missed something, let me know in the comments below. I just wanted to take the time to let you guys peek behind the scenes, behind the curtain as it were, as to my thinking in the way that I'm handling this and why I'm looking at the Gardevoir the way that I do. Because I'm really not convinced that 3 seeds is worth an extra 55,000 strength. Only 55,000 when I feel like we could consistently get more than that from investing it in the Flareon and making better dishes. Specifically, once we get to level 50 with Flareon and get that extra skill trigger, as we get skill trigger M at level 50, almost 4 skill triggers per day, and Flareon was already getting 3 or 4 skill triggers per day, most times getting 4, sometimes 5, 6, or I think we even had 7 on one day. So with that said, that's why I'm kind of leaning towards Flareon. But again, I just wanted to let you guys get that peek behind the curtain and then get your opinion on what you think about everything I just said, because I am curious what your thoughts are and what you're thinking. And again, if I'm wrong and missed something, I'm always open to you telling me, hey, you forgot something, you didn't think about this. I am always open to that. So let me know. And with that, I think, yeah, we already collected all of our missions. So that is where I'm going to wrap it up today. Thank you for watching the video. Y'all have a wonderful day. And until next time, later, dudes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day 4 here in Topalo, looking for some fire-type Pokemon this week. As a follow-up to yesterday's episode, I wanted to say I did read every comment. There were a lot of very insightful points and perspectives on the debate yesterday. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, be sure to go check out yesterday's video so that you can be caught up on the discussion that we were having yesterday. I agree with pretty much everybody. I think pretty much everyone was saying that it really just depends on your particular play style. And in this situation, my play style makes it to where I have one clear winner over the other, and your play style may give you a different winner and a different way that you should be looking at how to build your team. But that said, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. We're going to start off with 13,892 sneaky snacking, with 5 fancy apples for going to bed on time. I don't really need those, but you know, I'll take some apples. Why not? We don't have a good apple gatherer, so might as well get some free ones. We're also going to be hitting Master 1 thanks to that sneaky snacking, which is good. Master 3 would be nice to get that incense, but it's a Graveler incense, and I'm not sure that I'm really worried about it, to be honest with you. I'm actually thinking about doing something really wild and crazy and getting way ahead of the game in terms of intake prep, but we are going to get 100 sleep points, which puts us at 3,955 total sleep points. And for our daily lottery, we're going to get another Poke Biscuit. Very, very nice. That is good. I want to have as many biscuits as possible, especially for the events coming up. And then also for the far future, we're probably going to have an anniversary event sometime in July, I think is the anniversary. So probably good to have a bunch of biscuits stocked up for then if you really want to get ahead of the game. But for session 285, we have 9 hours, 27 minutes of sleep with with 10%, 9% dozing, 53% snoozing, and 38% slumbering. So that should give us the snoozing type, which will skew the... No, we got balanced type. Never mind. We got balanced, pseudo-balanced. Caught me off guard a little bit. And we're gonna get hopefully 30. Yeah, we just broke 30. Oh, well, no, we went beyond. 35.4 million, almost 35.5. Still not enough for a full 8 spawns, but 7 spawns is pretty good. A lot of them are 1 star, so maybe that means we'll get what we're looking for. Ooh, a top belly larvitar. I thought that was going to be a new sleep style, but no, we already had it. I do see a Vulpix down there in the corner. 2 Vulpix today. Ooh, okay, and a Growlithe. Growlithe we don't need. That's the one fire type I am not worried about catching, but that does mean that we can focus on the Vulpix, which is very good. We also got a new sleep style again. Maybe a 3-star Vulpix. Oh no, it's oh, why am I drawing a blank on your name? Sableye, there we go. Spread out sleep Sableye. Is this the first one I've seen? No. Okay, no. We only need the 3-star Sableye to be done. And then hopefully at least one of the Vulpix is hungry. Larvitar is hungry. I mean, that's okay. I really wanted a Vulpix to be hungry. That kind of sucks. Well, you know what? It's going to take 1 biscuit to take it home. That one that we got today. So let's go ahead and give it the biscuit. Good, it didn't give me a critical hit. I thought for sure with my luck that was going to be the way it would go. But that also means that we can now feed the other one the bonus biscuit. Maybe this will be a big hit. No, it's not. But I am determined to get a good Vulpix. I think it's going to be very beneficial moving forward for the Entei event. So we'll spend a couple biscuits and we'll see how it goes. Come on. Okay, good. It's not full, so we do get to take both home today. Good. We have 2 chances of getting a decent Vulpix. Good. Didn't go critical on that one either. Very good. Our luck is doing all right so far, and hopefully it holds up. That's all we're going to get. We're only going to worry about those 2. Not worried about any of the other Pokemon that spawned today. I don't believe I've caught a Sableye, but I'm not worried about it because I think it's, if I remember correctly, its main skill is Dream Shard Magnet. So I'm not really super worried about it if I remember correctly. Either way, even if I'm not correct on the main skill, I do remember that it's not super useful anyway, so it's not really worth catching. Even though it is kind of rare. 1,698 research XP is a lot more than I thought we were going to get, and 3,308 Dream Shards is going to be very helpful. We're definitely going to need that. But let's check and see. We've got 2. 14 and Relaxed, I don't think is great. All soybeans, which is not terrible. Helping Speed is a good thing. Helping Speed S, where you are. There it is. Inventory up L, it's okay. Skill level up S is also okay. Sleep XP bonus, not so much. Skill trigger M, yeah, this one's all right. This one is okay. Let's see how it turns out. Yeah, the helping speed. Oh, I forgot to do the nature. Wow. I am out of it today, I guess. Well, before I go down to the nature, let's let this calculation finish so I don't accidentally break the website, which I'm prone to do sometimes. Ooh, Relaxed is actually not bad. Energy recovery up. XP gains down kind of sucks, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst thing in the world. Energy recovery up will help on a team that has a healer. So that's not bad. But still ultimately not great. It was 70 before. Ooh, was it 70 before? Maybe not. I may be mistaken. 56 total PR. Yeah, it's about what I expected. I'm not going to put it in the box just yet. Not going to say if I want to give it to the professor yet, because this is definitely better than the last one we got, which I think was like a PR 14. So yeah, this one is definitely better in terms of just the rating. but I do also feel better about it with it having helping speed. So there's that. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one and see what we get. Level 14 as well, and docile. Ooh, docile is not ringing any bells. I don't remember what that does. Let's go ahead and clear the skills. And ooh, actually soybean and corn, that's pretty good. I mean, it's not going to be on the team for the corn, but the extra corn will be nice, because we will be collecting from it to try to get that main skill. Skill trigger M, that's okay. I don't want the skill that badly. Helping speed S is also good. Research XP bonus is okay. Inventory up S is not necessary. Inventory up M is redundant and also not necessary. But a docile nature is neutral. That's why I didn't remember what it was, because it's nothing. But this might be, you know what, with the skill trigger, this might be the one that we want to keep. Skill trigger, helping speed. Out of the two that we got today, this one might be just slightly better in terms of how it will work with the team cohesion. So maybe, I don't know, maybe the other one would be better, because if the skill triggers on itself, then it gets more than 14 energy. So I don't know. Both of these are okay. I feel like they're about the same, and they just kind of, their pros and cons outweigh each other to where they're kind of about the same in my estimation. I'm happy with both of them, especially over the other one that we caught the other day. And this one, especially that it has corn at level 30. Like I said, it's not going to be put on the team to gather corn, but the extra corn it brings in will be nice. Yeah, I think this is the one I personally like more than the other one, but the other one isn't bad either. I'm going to go ahead and put this one in the box for now, so I don't have to worry about it later, and I'll add the other one to the box later on if I decide I do want to keep it, which I might. Like I said, they both can be useful in different scenarios, so I might keep that one as well. But one thing is for sure, definitely going to keep hunting another one, because I do want one with berry finding. If we can get a berry finding one that has a really good set of sub skills, that will help immensely when it comes to the Entei research. But let's go ahead and move on. We do have some new news. Ooh, the Entei research bundle. So we went through the Good Sleep Day bundle yesterday. Today we get to go through the Entei research bundle. The biscuits and Entei main available in Entei research bundles volume 1 and Entei last chance bundles volume 1. There are two bundles, one for week 1, one for week 2, so that makes sense. To accompany the Entei research event, Entei research bundles volume 1, small, medium, and large, will be available beginning May 19th, so 3 days before the event actually starts at 11 p.m. Entei research bundles include items that are good for befriending and raising Entei, such as a good camp ticket, which is very beneficial to use for the research. We used one for Raiko research, got to, I think, like Master 15. So good camp tickets do help quite substantially. Samples of Entei main and Entei candies. Samples of Entei main, which are included in each bundle, can be traded at the event exchange for the incense and biscuits, same as we had with Raiko. Bundle M includes a good camp ticket. If you use a good camp ticket, an additional Pokemon will appear during your sleep research, so you'll be able to get more samples of Entei main than usual from sleep research during this event. You also get one additional, a guaranteed hungry per day, as well as the other benefits of the good camp ticket. So it's very good for the research event. Also for the second week of the event, the Entei last chance bundles, small, medium, and large, will be available beginning May 26th at 11 p.m. So let's see what's in these bundles. Let's see. So for the small, it's 250 diamonds with 4 biscuits, 1 friend incense, and 30 Entei mains. And you can buy up to 3. That's not bad. With the 30 Entei mains, you can buy, I forget what the exchange rate was for the Raiko biscuits, but you could probably get a decent way towards getting an Entei biscuit. The friend incense, also good because it does give you more Raiko mains when they show up. So that's not a bad bundle. For 250 diamonds, it's not bad at all. That's definitely one I would consider buying. For 1,200 diamonds for the medium bundle, you get 6 great biscuits, 1 good camp ticket, 30 intake candy, and 120 intake main. That's a pretty solid bundle. The good camp ticket alone is worth 500 diamonds. The 6 great biscuits are, I think it's 1,200 diamonds just for the 6 great biscuits. So essentially you're paying for the great biscuits and getting the other stuff for free. Also, not a bad bundle if you've got the diamonds to spend. Not bad. It's a good one, especially for the biscuits and the good camp ticket. That good camp ticket is such a great boon to the game that's not bad. I definitely can say if you've got the diamonds, go for it if you are so inclined. For the large bundle though, the 3,000 diamonds, it's 15 great biscuits, which is actually I think 3,000 diamonds. No, it's not. Yeah, I think it's 3,000 because it's 600 for 3 biscuits, right? Maybe it's cheaper. I don't know. Somebody in the comments can do the math better than me. It's still not bad. You get a decent amount of great biscuits for 3,000 diamonds. It's not bad. 4 friend incense, 3 medium dream clusters, which those are worth like 12,000 or something. Dream shards. At my level, they're worth 11,000, but they get more valuable as you level up. And then 60 intake candies and 240 intake mains, which will buy you a decent amount of stuff from the shop. Yeah, that's not a bad bundle either. If you've got the diamonds or you're wanting to buy some diamonds for it, not a bad bundle. None of these are really bad. Are any of them must buy? Maybe one of the small bundles for the biscuits as a free player. If you're a premium player, then, do what you want with your diamonds. But for a free player, I don't think any of them are must buy, but if you can spare the diamonds for a small bundle, at least it's pretty good. If you have somehow built up 1,200 diamonds as a free player, this one's not bad. Like I said, you basically buy 6 great biscuits and you get a good camp ticket for free plus the other stuff. So the medium bundle is not bad if you have all those diamonds, but that's really up to you. I mean, either way, none of the bundles are bad so far. The last chance bundles are usually a little bit better. The small bundle for 250 diamond is 5 biscuits and 50 intake mains. So you don't get friend incense, but you do get another biscuit and 20 extra mains. Honestly, 20 extra mains is probably more than what you're going to get from most Pokemon spawns in your sleep research. So if you're just looking at it in terms of value from the mains, the friend incense probably only going to give you like another 7 or 8 mains, maybe 10. So getting an extra 20 instead of the friend incense is not bad if that's all you want the friend incense for, but you also get an extra biscuit. So again, not a bad bundle. The medium bundle, 600 diamonds, 4 Poke Biscuits, and 120 mains. Ugh, that one. Yeah, I don't like that one. My immediate reaction to that is ugh, as you just saw. So, not a fan of this one. 4 biscuits for 600 diamonds and 120 mains. I feel like most of us are going to end up buying everything we want with just the mains we get naturally. So unless you just need the mains to buy something from the shop that you absolutely need, I don't think this bundle is worth it. The last chance medium bundle, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that, especially if you're just going for biscuits. Actually, hold on. Yeah, let's compare it to the small bundles. You can get 3 small bundles for 750 diamonds and get 150 mains and 15 biscuits. So for 150 diamonds more, you get more than triple the biscuits plus an extra 30 mains. So if you need mains, don't buy the 600 diamond bundle, the medium bundle, unless you have already bought all 3 of the small bundles. There's no point in it. Yeah, no, I can't recommend the medium bundle for the last chance. The last chance bundle medium is not good, in my opinion. That is just like you are desperate for mains to buy something, in which case you probably should have spent your mains more effectively throughout the event. If you are getting to the point where you're desperate for 120 mains for the 600 diamond bundle, you have miscalculated or misappropriated your mains throughout the event. You should have plenty to buy all of the top tier items and have some left over. So yeah, I said it already. I can't recommend that bundle. That's a bad one. That's a bad bundle. The Inte Last Chance bundle large is going to be 1,500 diamonds again and 12 Great Biscuits, which is not bad. I think that's 2,400 diamonds typically. So that's a huge discount on the Great Biscuits and 180 Inte mains. I would like to see more mains, maybe around 240, 250 mains for that amount of diamonds, but it is a huge discount on Great Biscuits. I really would only look at this bundle if you just want a bunch of Great Biscuits and you have the diamonds. The mains are not going to be a big help, so I wouldn't worry about it. They're just kind of a nice bonus on top of the super discount you're getting on Great Biscuits. So again, your diamonds, but couldn't recommend that one unless you just want a really good deal on Great Biscuits and you have the diamonds and you're not worried about it. Outside of that, I wouldn't worry about it. But it's not a bad bundle by any means. Definitely not like the medium bundle where, that was just awful. But those bundles don't look too bad, especially the original, the first run of the bundles and then the small Last Chance bundle. They're all not bad at all. So let's go ahead and move on. We did get a medal for Dark type Pokemon studied, 30. Nice. For 10 diamonds. Speaking of diamonds, which we're going to need desperately for when the Entei research rolls around. I have yet to check to see if I have a good camp ticket set aside for it, so we might be in trouble. But we did get 45 community reports with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that doubled up. Not too many that doubled up today, but that's how RNG goes. We did get a level up. There we go. There's one for a link cable to get one of those back that we turned into candy yesterday. And then we can go ahead and get our breakfast done and out of the way. There's a skill trigger. Gardevoir did very poorly yesterday. Only the one skill trigger. So not too good for Gardevoir and my team, but Marowak again triggered 3 times. Marowak, I think, had 90 energy when I went to bed last night, and everybody else was at like 20, 25, somewhere around there. So yeah, Marowak is definitely putting in work this week. Marowak is trying to earn some more candies. There we go. Finally, Victory Bell's triggering. That's really what we need to keep these this potato production very high. It feels like without the skill triggers on Victory Bell, its production just tanks. But all right, we do need to clear up some bag space to get ready for the Entei event. Unfortunately, we only have 2 extra ingredients we can throw in there, but we will throw in the apples. We should get a decent amount, hopefully 32,000. I know for sure we'll break 30, but I forget exactly where we are. Close to 32. 31,876. It's gonna take 2 more cooks to get this to level 51. The numbers from one level to the next have skyrocketed now. All right, that should put us close to Master 2. Yeah, about 4/5 of the way to Master 2, so we're actually doing pretty well. You got a bunch of potatoes for me? No, just a Durin berry? All right, sweet. Yeah, so we're not in a bad place. I am thinking about switching up the team just to start getting ready for the Entei event. We did get to Master 1 though, which gives us 25 Vulpix candy, which is very nice. And we went to bed on time, which gives us 5,000 Dream Shards, which we need for what I am about to get into. Because I'm really considering kind of letting the rest of this week play out just however it goes and not really worry about maximizing strength. We are at a level almost. I think I want to wait until we get to 8 spawns on the board, but I don't think we're too far off of that. So may not need to wait too long. But if we can get to a point where we have 8 spawns, which I don't know off the top of my head how much drowsy power we need for that. I don't think we're far off. But once we get to that point, I'm thinking about doing something wild and crazy based on what we talked about yesterday. And I've already got a team, an Entei prep team set up for getting ingredients together. I've already done the math to figure out how many ingredients I need to be prepared and make the Inferno Keema curry every meal for the first week of the Entei research. And essentially we need 133 fiery herbs, 130 sausage, 45 ginger, and 31 corn. If we have that stocked up before the week starts, then as long as the team brings in their average ingredients, they will bring in enough for us to make it every meal. That was the difference with what I needed for every meal for the week and what they were expected to bring in every day. So that's not bad. We can make that work, especially if we don't really worry about cooking too much. If we get this team ready, which, speaking of getting this team ready, part of it is going to be that we need to get this buddy of ours leveled up to at least 30, which means we've got 2 candy now. If we want 50, we need to change. Let's see, we need at least 10. What is it? 48, so we need 16? Have I done my math correctly? Yes. We need 16 that we can go ahead and put. Can't add any more candies. I didn't realize I hit 50 already, but it is expensive, but it's worth it. Because this mini candy boost is going to be what saves us in the long run, honestly. Because otherwise, I don't think this plan would work. But with the mini candy boost, now we have ingredient finder M unlocked. Once we get to level 30 and get the herbs unlocked and evolve it into a Dragonair, it should bring in something like 50 herbs a day, I think is what it said at level 30. So that should be pretty easy to stock up 133 pretty quickly, especially if we make sure to pick a recipe next week and just kind of chill out and do just some basic recipes. If we get salads, maybe a couple of the lower recipes that we haven't made before. So I think we can get set up really well to possibly hit Master 17 or 18 for the first week of the Entei event. But kind of just gonna have to see how it goes. Currently, this is the team we need to work on leveling up. The Pupitar is the only Pokemon on this team that will not be on the team for Entei week, but it will give me some ginger to stock up before we get there. We only need 45. It brings in 25 or 30 a day, something like that. So a couple days on the team, we'll have all the ginger we need and we don't have to worry about it. And then having the corn, of course, that's not going to be hard with Beware and the other Dragonair on the team. And then Flareon is just there because we need to level it up. And yeah, other than that, this team is probably what I'm going to switch to once we get 8 spawns for Taupe Hollow. So hopefully later today, I forget the exact number, or I don't know if I ever knew the exact number of drowsy power we need for 8 spawns. I'm going to look that up. And then if we hit that number before today or before the end of the day, I'll swap them out. And then that's the team you'll see in the morning. If not, we'll keep the team we have and we'll see how things go. But with the way everything is now, let's see if we can get one more skill trigger. See if we can start off right today, Gardevoir. No, just the one. Hey, 1 is a good start to the day. Hopefully that means we get at least 1 more. But not really blaming Gardevoir for that one. That's just bad RNG. It happens sometimes. Yesterday was just a bad RNG day for Gardevoir, so not as much energy as I would like. But that is all I have got for today. Thank you for watching the video. Y'all have a wonderful day. Let me know what you think about the bundles in the comments below. And until next time, later, dudes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day 5 here on Taupe Hollow, looking for some more fire types that are going to help us for the Entei research. We're going to start off with 14,312 sneaky snacking and 100 sleep points for getting a good amount of sleep like we're supposed to. That puts us at 4,055. I'm going to hold on to the rest of these sleep points for now, just in case we need them for some stuff for the Entei research. But for our daily lottery, we're gonna grab another biscuit. Very good. We've been getting really lucky on these biscuits lately, and it is very helpful right now, all things considered. Especially with how many Vulpix have actually been showing up. Now that I say that, I'm not gonna get a single one today. Watch. But we're gonna try. Let's jump into this sleep report and see if we can. A Cyndaquil would be nice. We haven't seen a single one all week. And that's one we need, a really good one. Either a really good Cyndaquil or a really good Vulpix. Either one. We did get snoozing type, almost certainly. Well, no, we might have got dozing now that I look at it. 17% dozing, 59% snoozing, and 24% slumbering. That is dozing. Yep. All right, well, that's unfortunate, but it is still pseudo-balanced, so we still could see some snoozing types. We are going to get close to 50 million. So we should have the full 8 spawns. 47.8. Not as close as I thought, but good enough for the 8 spawns. And that means that, well, there's an adorable little Houndour down there, is what that means. But that also means we should get some decent stuff. Vulpix, Charmander, still no Cyndaquil. And I think that was, no, that was only 7. Vulpix and Charmander. We do have a couple of decent Charmanders, so Vulpix is still the priority over Charmander at this point. And Haunter, oh, okay. That was unexpected. 3-star Haunter? Is that the last one? Does Haunter have a top belly sleep? I don't remember. No, it doesn't. So that is the last Haunter sleep style. I'm not quite sure why they don't have a top belly for Haunter. I mean, he could just float right above. Of course, the Sableye's hungry, the Wobbuffet's hungry. 2 that we do not care about at all are hungry. Wait a minute, did we get 2 Sableye? We did. I didn't even notice. Honestly, I didn't even notice we got 1. Was not at all paying attention. But here's the question. How do we handle this? Let's see. I think we handle this by, we give the Vulpix the bonus biscuit because it is the priority. So yes, that's what I was hoping for. That we'd get a big hit and we could take it home. So there we go. Vulpix in the bag. Now we give Charmander a bonus biscuit and hope for another big hit. That would be nice. No dice. All right, well, one more biscuit. Maybe. No, still no big hit. You know what? It's 1 shy of 25. I said I didn't want to go below 25, but I think we're going to be okay. I think 24 is okay. We just got to make sure not to use any more biscuits the rest of this week. We did get both the Charmander and the Vulpix. We do need both of them, so that's good. Good shots at getting something decent. Of course, still going to be sending out the Vulpix candy just to help people get a really good supply since the Entei week is coming up. So that way everybody can be ready with a good Vulpix if they find, if they catch a good one, or a good Ninetales if they catch a good Vulpix. We did get 1,865 Research XP and 4,855 Dream Shards, which we are probably going to use all of them very soon. All right, let's go see what we've got. We've got a level 14 in Sassy. Ooh, Sassy is, it's okay. It's not quite what we're looking for. Soybean, corn, soybean. That's not bad though. And then we've got skill trigger. Okay, so this one is going to be trying to trigger skills, skill level up. This is a very good skill specialist that is not a skill specialist. Helping speed M, inventory up M, ingredient finder S. Outside of the ingredient finder, this is perfectly built for a skill specialist. So that's kind of funny. I mean, we'll get a lot of extra energy if we have it on the team. But out of all these skills, helping speed at level 50 is the only one that actually benefits it as a berry gatherer. So I don't think it's going to look too great. Let's see. It looks like about the same as the 2 that we caught yesterday. A little less than those 2, actually, 51. The other 2 were 55 and 56, if I remember correctly. But just for the funsies, because of how this is built, let's see how it does as a skill specialist, because I bet it's going to be very high. Yeah. Yeah, very, very high. I mean, it's funny. We could use this in a way with a high skill count. It could be worth keeping on the team. Maybe. Let's see. What was the skill level up? S. So it'd be a level 3, which I think is 21 energy, I think, if I remember correctly, every time it procs. So, I mean, it's okay. Don't know if I want to keep it, though, because this is just not fulfilling the role it's supposed to fulfill. And the energy was always supposed to be just a nice bonus, not really what you go for with the Vulpix. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna give this one a think. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this one. It's still gonna be good. It's gonna be above PR 90 for skill count, but for the berries, it's just not doing what we need it to do. So we're gonna let this one finish. Hopefully it finishes soon before I start the Charmander, because I don't want to mess up the website and make it crash again. Let's see if it decides it's gonna finish anytime soon. In the meantime, we can go ahead and move on to Charmander and see if we got anything good. Level 13 and also Sassy. I mean, honestly though, Sassy is not the worst thing for a Charmander because its main skill is very beneficial. So that's not terrible. We've got Sausage, Ginger. That's an okay mix. That's not bad. I don't know. I'm kind of back and forth on if I want Sausage or Ginger at level 30. And it really just depends on what recipe I'm trying to make. So I guess having one of each is not the worst thing. Well, we know what the first sub-skill is going to be. The first sub-skill is going to be skill level up M. And then helping bonus. Yo, this is not bad already. And Sassy Nature, we can very heavily rely on this sub-skill. If we get Ingredient Finder M somewhere, and maybe even Ingredient Finder S, this might be really good. Helping Speed is good. Skill Trigger, also good. For what this one looks like it's trying to do, Ingredient Finder M would be nice. Helping Speed M, also not bad. Also not bad. You know what? This may not bring in the most ingredients strictly from a gathering standpoint. But if we evolve this, that is, what is that, level 5 ingredient magnet with no investment other than evolving it to a Charizard. This might actually be worth keeping. It's going about ingredient gathering in a little bit of an unorthodox way, but I kind of like it. I do not hate this Charmander. I really kind of want to use it. The problem is, it's not really going to bring in ingredients that we can rely on. It'll be good to throw on like an end of the week ingredient team where we're just trying to fill up the bag. It'd be really good for that. A lot better than our Blastoise, honestly, because the Blastoise has Rash Nature, which is main skill chance down. So we can more reliably get this high ingredient magnet proc. Yeah, this is definitely one worth keeping. It's worth keeping because it will come in handy in the right scenario. And maybe it will gather enough ingredients that we could actually use it more regularly on a team. Because that level 5 ingredient magnet is not to be underestimated, especially with main skill chance up. That's going to be really good. So far, though, for ingredient strength, the calculation's running a little slow. I mean, it's still above average. Still above average on pretty much every level except for 10. So 76 PR, that's, I think, our best one. Best, according to just the calculator, is like a 79 or an 80 PR. And this is only a couple points below that. So honestly, just a couple points below, but with all of the benefits that go towards getting this main skill to where it is, or where it could be, and how often it can proc, I definitely think this is worth the sacrifice of just a couple of points, you know, because they're so close together. There's functionally not going to be too much difference in how much ingredients you actually get. I think it's worth the drop in points to get that skill trigger that can proc multiple times throughout the day, hopefully. Just out of curiosity, let's go ahead and run this on the expected skill count as well. It's going to be very high, I would think. Not as high as I thought it was going to be. Interesting. Maybe Charmander and Charizard have a lower base skill rate than what I thought. 77 is a lot lower than I thought it was going to be. It is going to be higher once it hits 75. That should jump up to about right here. Maybe right there. Let's see. Come on, level 75. That skill trigger is gonna jump it up, and we could invest a sub skill seed at level 75, and it will guaranteed go to skill trigger S because it cannot go to helping speed S. Of course, we may have helping speed large by the time we get to level 75. 91. My first guess was correct, about there. But yeah, this is very good. This is a very good Charmander. I like it. I think that we can definitely make use of this. The sausage and ginger, I'm trying to remember which dish that goes well with it. I want to say, I'm pretty sure it's the keema curry. We will need still another sausage gatherer, which we have Beware, but between Beware and this Charmander, we might have sausage and ginger covered. Oh, it goes up. Oh yeah, because it's helping speed. It goes up to 97 at level 100. So yeah, PR of 82 on the skill trigger. And I'm surprised it's that low given the nature, but we're definitely going to keep this one. We are definitely going to keep this one. Throw that in the box right now. So we're getting some good Charmanders. Not what we want, but some interesting Charmanders still nonetheless. So Fire Week is going pretty decent, I would say, for me specifically. Outside of the fact that I can't find a good berry finding Vulpix or Cyndaquil. Still have not seen a single Cyndaquil, which is just weird. But apparently Cyndaquil is super rare. We do have some new news. We have maintenance and version update 1.7.2. Interesting. In order to update the app version, maintenance will be conducted on May 13th and May 14th, which is Monday, I think. Or May 13th into May 14th. Yes, Monday. The time is going to change depending on your local time. So it's May 13th at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. So whatever that is for your neck of the woods, make sure to figure that out. But just be aware that maintenance is on Monday. Points to be updated. Preparation for the Entei research event, of course. Changes to the conditions for when Sleep XP bonus gauge applies. Ooh, before the change, during Sleep research applied when any helper Pokemon on the team reached the current max level of 55, regardless of the user's research rank. After the change, during Sleep research will apply when any helper Pokemon on the team has reached the max level possible for the user's research rank at that time. Oh, that's good. That's good. So that helps people who hit their current Pokemon level cap, even though it's not the game's level cap at the moment. Good. Good, good. Note about the Sleep XP bonus gauge. If the team includes any helper Pokemon that have reached max level, any extra Sleep XP earned through Sleep Research is added to the Sleep XP bonus gauge. Each time the Sleep XP bonus gauge fills up to 500 XP, the user receives 1 Handy Candy Small. So that's good. That is good. If your entire team is at level 55 for the max level, you get 1 Handy Candy extra per day. So that's really good, and that's without any bonus XP. So if you have any Sleep XP bonus sub skills on your team, that'll help you get more Handy Candies a lot faster. So that's a really good thing. I like that. I like that change. Added new perks to the Novice Researcher bonus. I don't even know what this is. I've never even heard of this. This must be something that they added way after we all started playing. Or not we all, but after I started playing. I've never heard of the Novice Researcher bonus. I'm not sure what that is. Somebody fill me in the comments. 1 additional hungry Pokemon for each of the first 7 sleep research sessions. 1 Pokemon will for sure arrive hungry. Note this does not apply to the second sleep research session of the day. That is good. That helps people build up a team very quickly. That's very good. Very good. If all of the user's area bonuses add up to less than 100%, then the researcher's area bonus will increase by 10% each week. Oh, helping you get a jump start. That's pretty good. That's good. That helps you get caught up. I like that. That's good. This also applies to researchers whose Novice Researcher bonus period has already ended. If all of your area bonuses add up to less than 100%, your area bonus will increase by 10% each week. Nice. I'm fine with that. That helps people that are just starting out catch up and get their area bonuses built up quickly, especially since we have a lot of events that are really aided by having a high area bonus. I like that. That's a good change. That's good. Anyway, balance adjustments. Ooh. Adjustments to the helping stats of certain helper Pokemon. This is always the interesting one. Persian will have its frequency shortened by 200 seconds, which is a full 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Not sure what Persian's current base is, but that's a good change that might make Persian more usable on Snowdrop, where we get the normal type berry. I think its main skill is still Dream Shard Magnet, so that may or may not be something that you're interested in. Golduck ingredient finding will be increased by 20%. That's pretty good. And its carry limit is increased by 3. Also very good. Wobbuffet, the main skill chance will increase by 10%, and its carry limit will also increase by 3. Golduck, I know a lot of people have told me they really enjoy using their Golduck on their team, so maybe that will help alongside the main skill trigger that a lot of people seem to like from the Golduck. Maybe getting that extra cocoa, and I forget what else it has. I know it's cocoa and milk maybe, and something else. So maybe that will help a lot of people who use the Golduck on their team fairly frequently. And then for Lucario, its frequency will be shortened by 100 seconds. It seems like a lot of these are Dream Shard Magnet, because I think Wobbuffet is also Dream Shard Magnet. So it seems like maybe they're trying to power up the Dream Shard Magnet Pokemon and try to get people to use them a little more. But Lucario's frequency will be shortened by 100 seconds, so a full minute and 40 seconds. Not bad. Interesting changes. Like I said, it seems like most of them are Dream Shard Magnet. Golduck, I know, is Charge Strength. But good changes. I mean, it's always good that they're buffing different Pokemon and trying to make them more usable. So I'm always down for that. And then for the Pokemon Go Plus, implementation of improvements so regular sleep research can be conducted for both sessions when 2 sleep tracking sessions are reported at the same time via Pokemon Go Plus. I don't use a Pokemon Go Plus, but it sounds like you can potentially track multiple sessions for multiple days and then report them later. And so it'll let you do the 2 sleep sessions research back to back. Kind of is what that sounds like. If I'm wrong, let me know. Like I said, I don't use a Pokemon Go Plus, so not 100% sure on that. That's just what it sounds like. When 3 or more sleep tracking sessions are reported, regular sleep research will be conducted once, and the rest will all be included in one report as normal. So something to keep in mind if you do use a Pokemon Go Plus. Either way, good changes. They are always trying to improve the health of the game, and I can definitely appreciate that because it makes it seem like this game is going to be in it for the long haul, and I'm down for that. 180 poison-type Pokemon have been studied, which means we get an energy pillow. Ooh, I like energy pillows. It's good to have those on hand, because you never know when you're going to need them. All right, and for the research community, we have 40 reports with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 that doubled up. So a little over 25%. Very nice. Very nice. That is a beautiful shiny Charmander I saw there. And we can get into our breakfast and the changing of the guard in just a moment. Very good that you started with a skill trigger. That is a lot of potatoes. That's a lot of potatoes. See, this is what I'm talking about, Victory Bell. 24 potatoes? That's what I need to see. Where have you been all week? All week. We did get a skill trigger from Blastoise. It's also level 5, 17 ingredients. So that Charmander that we just caught, if we evolved it to a Charizard, would be bringing in 17 ingredients every skill trigger. So that's really good. Definitely why I think it's gonna be a very usable Pokemon. Where's my Marowak? Oh, he's way over here. No skill trigger from you today. But you have been very busy all week. Marowak triggered like 3 times every day. So he's been very consistent. There we go. Only got, still only got the 1 skill trigger from Gardevoir yesterday. Maybe 2, I don't know. I was very, very busy yesterday with some personal stuff that's coming up. So I don't remember if we got a second one, but I know for sure we got the 1. Possibly 2, but still not as many as I would like to see. It's supposed to be 3. Supposed to be an average of 3 per day, but I guess an average of 3 per day means there's going to be a day where I get 4, and that'll be nice. But for now, we are going to make another Dream Eater butter curry, and we're going to use this honey. We're trying to clear out some of this extra stuff that we don't need, so we can make space for the ingredients that we want. And that's going to give us 31,908 strength, which does put our Dream Eater butter curry at level 51. Getting very, very close to the level cap. And that should... Is that going to put us into Master 4? It might. Maybe? Oh, yeah, it should. Oh, really? Well, 1 berry did. That got us very close. All right, well, we're at Master 4 now, which means we did get the incense that, you know, it was nice to have, but I wasn't really super excited about it. It is just a Graveler, but it always helps to have some incense stocked up because you never know when they're going to hit us with a, hey, use 7 incense. We are going to get 5 small ingredient tickets, though. That will be very helpful going forward. Hey, there you go. Use 7 incense. I don't know if I really care about it. I mean, at this point, I couldn't do it anyway. At best, I could do 6. Fire type candy. Probably should have gone for it, honestly. I just didn't think about it, if I'm being completely honest. Completely forgot to use incense at all. And now that it's Friday, it's too late. I can only use 6. So I couldn't get it even if I wanted. Probably should have gone for it. I don't know why I spaced on that one. But you live and learn. But we do get Master 3, we get that Graveler incense I was talking about, and because we gave out 15 biscuits, we get 3 small handy candies. So I will gladly take that. Still need to go to bed on time. Still need to use 60 more candies, which we are definitely going to do because we're about to use some more candies right now. Right now, we're going to use some more candies, but first we are going to conduct the changing of the guard. I am at a comfortable place rank-wise for Topalo this week. We're going to go ahead and swap out, and then we're going to back out to make sure the change actually takes effect. Because, fun fact, if you didn't know, if you change your team, it doesn't actually take effect until you back out to the screen with Snorlax and all your Pokemon on it. If you just close the game from the edit team screen, it will not change. You will come back and be sorely disappointed. But now that we have changed our team, it is time to make our 50 candy investment. What does it take to get 50 candies? 17 handy candies? Yeah, we are using a lot of handy candies. If somebody wants to send me some Dratini candy, that'd be real sweet, but I feel like most people are not on Lapis this week, so I understand. But if you are, I would gladly appreciate some Dratini candy. We're gonna use 17 of them. That'll give us 51. And then we can level up. Hopefully this puts us at level 30 today. I don't think it's going to. No, it is not. But tomorrow we will definitely be at level 30. I just barely have enough dream shards. That's another issue we're running into. So yeah, we may have to start popping some clusters. I was trying to wait as long as possible. I wanted to hit level 54 if we could, but I don't think we're gonna be able to hit level 54 before we need it. Let's, just for funsies, let's check. Let's see, we'll go to the EXP table under Pokemon EXP calculator. And let's see, we are currently leveling up a Dratini, who is at level 28. With 394 XP to go. We own 1 candy. And how many handy candies? 42? Don't think we need to use that many, but we can see the current boost rate is currently set. So that is what we want. It is set to the mini candy boost. No XP down, so that's fine. We would need to get to level 30. Oh, it doesn't tell us exactly how many. It just says we can get to level 30. I don't want that much. Let's say, you know what? Let's see. Let's just say we have 50 candies. Let's say we exchange it and we get 50 candies. It does put us at level 30. How many do we need though? 30 would also put us at level 30, so we don't need that many. 20, we would need to use 4 more. So let me, wait. That doesn't make sense. 32? But at 30, I thought at 30 we all already hit level 30. Yeah. So 27? 28? Is it 28? Is that what we need? Oh, because I'm changing. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm silly. Never mind. I realized my mistake. So we need exactly 30 candies. 29. Yeah, 29 would leave us 1 candy short, so we need 30 candies, which means we need to use, if we have 0, we need to use 10. Yeah, 10, no matter what. I don't know why I had to do that. It's 3 candies per handy candy. I'm silly sometimes. Anyway, so we need to use 10 more handy candies, and that's fine because we have 42. So that does leave some handy candies for somebody else if we need to level up anyone else. Currently, these are my main goals for leveling at the moment. Don't know if I'm going to be using Candy Boost on any of these. Candy Boost is very expensive. It's very good for catching somebody up very quickly, but it's very expensive. The only other Pokemon I might use Candy Boost on would be this Flareon to get ready for the Entei event to try to get to level 50 for that skill trigger. Currently, we can get very close to 50. I don't think we can quite hit it. Yeah, if we used all the candies we have, we only get to level 47, but I feel like, oh man, tomorrow's Saturday. So, and we need 30 candies to get Dratini to level 30. And that's not including the candies to evolve it. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. We could do a maximum of 70 candies that are boosted for Flareon. That might be enough to push us to 50. If not, hopefully by the time... You know what? I don't think I'm gonna use the Candy Boost. I don't think I'm going to use Candy Boost on Flareon. I think I'm going to use it again on Dratini tomorrow to get to level 30 because we do want to get as much herbs stocked up as quickly as possible. And we need Dratini to be level 30 for that. So we'll use it tomorrow. We'll leave everybody else as is. Let them naturally get some XP. We are going to need to level up and evolve a Charmander. I just don't know which one we're going to do yet. Kind of waiting on the rest of this week to play out and see if we just get one that is way better than the others we've caught so far. We're also going to need to level up and evolve hopefully, if we can find them, a Vulpix and a Cyndaquil. So we've got some work cut out for us next week. And yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Next week is pretty much gonna be all Entei prep. We're just gonna take it easy and do Entei prep, and Entei prep starts now. So yeah, this is what we're doing for Entei prep. We're gonna go ahead and back on out to this team, see how we're looking as far as the ingredients that we need. I think we already have a decent amount. We need a lot more herbs. We need 133 and we only have 6. Sausage, we need 130 and we're already at 58. So that might be taken care of. And again, the more that we have, the better it is for Entei week. But we need to at least hit that minimum threshold. Ginger, we're almost there. So I might switch Pupitar out fairly early if we get a decent amount of ginger. If we could maybe hit 90, probably double the minimum we need, I'll swap Pupitar out for one of the fire types that we're going to use and start getting some XP on them. And for corn, we only needed 31 and we already have 38. So yeah, we might also switch out Dratini if we can get to a decent place on corn, because we only need 14 corn per recipe. So we might switch out Dratini to also help get somebody some XP over time. But yeah, we're actually looking pretty good. We just need to start making some recipes that are going to use some of these extra ingredients to clear out some bag space, because we are at 537 out of 600. So we need to start cooking some other meals, which I already have some plans in mind. So yeah, that's the plan. Entei prep starts now. We're going to be knocking that out. And you know what? A little sneak peek as to my plans to clear out some of this. Let's go ahead and make some lunch. And it's gonna be not the limber corn stew. We need to save that corn. We're gonna get rid of some of these ingredients and make an egg bomb curry. And we can fill that out with, we can toss a bunch of this cocoa in there. We will get plenty of that from Blastoise if needed. Never worry about cocoa again with Blastoise. So we'll just fill that out with cocoa. And this is pretty much how we're gonna clear out some bag space, cooking some lower level recipes that use a bunch of varied ingredients and fill it out with some of the stuff we don't need. And that's gonna get us another 12,620. Oh, big strength gain there. And that does actually put it to level 13 egg bomb curry. So, you know, at least we're leveling up some meals while we're at it. Because eventually, at some point, I'm probably going to want to max out all the levels of these recipes just for something to do. So why not work on it now while we're taking it easy and clearing out some bag space? And that's not going to be enough to push us to Master 5, but it will give everybody another 1 point of energy. They're already at 100. Fine with that. And the other benefit of having Flareon on the team is that I can put extra ingredients in the pot space so that we can clear out the bag even faster. But that is the plan, and that's what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna see how the rest of this week goes, and that's all I've got for today. So thank you for watching the video. You all have a wonderful day, and until next time, later, dudes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day, what is this, 6, almost said 7, here on Tau Paulo, trying to find us some fire-type Pokemon for the Fire Week. And we're going to start off with 4,646 sneaky snacking. Not a lot, but we're not really expecting a lot given the changes we made to the team in yesterday's video. We have a small ingredient ticket for going to bed on time and 100 sleep points, which puts us at 4,155 sleep points. Very nice. And for our daily lottery, we have, oh, got to get to the actual lottery first. Come on, get it together. Another biscuit would be nice. Yes, another Poke Biscuit. Good. We're currently at 25, I believe. So we just need to be very, very cautious about what we are spending biscuits on. I would like to not spend any more, but if we get some wild spawns, we may just have to. But let's go ahead and jump into the sleep report and see if we can get a Cyndaquil finally, because with the spawn rates of Cyndaquil both before and during the event, I'm starting to feel like Cyndaquil is like a legendary spawn or something, because I don't even remember the last time I've seen one. We did get 13% dozing, 50% snoozing, and 37% slumbering, which might be a dozing type. It is a dozing type. And we should get about 52 million, somewhere around there, which will give us a full 8 spawns. Uh-oh. I don't know that I like a whole bunch of 2-star spawns. 57.8 million. That's a lot more than I thought it was going to be. It's gonna be tricky. Let's see. Hey, Gulpin, Growlithe, not bad. Unfortunately, Growlithe, like I said before, is the only fire type that we are not looking for. Charmeleon, only 6 sleep styles that we already had before. Krogunk, Shuppet, which is nice. I would like to catch the Shuppet, but yeah, maybe not now. Charmeleon, Gulpin, Growlithe, and Haunter, which means we have 2 new sleep styles. And since they're new, maybe it is a Cyndaquil. It's a Quilava. That's cool. The Arm Pillow Sleep. I believe this is the first one. Yes, it is. On very rare occasions, you'll see the flames on its back blaze brightly while it sleeps. It seems that no matter how high the flames burn, the fur covering Quilava's body absolutely never catches fire. That's kind of cool. Okay, so what else do we have? What else is new? What else is new? Ooh, new Flareon. I also think this is the first Flareon. Aw, that was cute, and tickling his nose with his tail. Yep, that's cute. It sleeps contentedly wrapped in its fluffy fur, which releases heat into the air to cool down Flareon's body. Perhaps Flareon is regulating its body temperature even while sleeping. Very nice. 2 brand new sleep styles and brand new brand new Pokemon in the decks. Hungry Haunter is not what we want to see for the ghost type. Hungry Quilava. I'm honestly, so many hungries today. How many was that? 4? That was a lot of hungry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 400. Jeez, half the Pokemon here are hungry. That's good though. You know what? I think we're gonna try. As much as I just said I don't want to spend Pokebiscuits, I think we're gonna have to. That won't catch the Quilava, but that will put us in range to possibly take it home. Don't like it. Don't like spending these biscuits. Of course, it's full after only 2 while being hungry. I still think hungry Pokemon should be a minimum of 3 before they get full. Part of me really wants to take that Shuppet home today. I'm not worried about the Charmeleon. We have a few good Charmanders. You know what? Why not? Let's just spend 1 biscuit. Take it home. It's just 1 biscuit. We'll get it back. That's how you... Of course, it's a critical capture. Really? Couldn't happen on the Quilava. Whatever. We'll never see that Quilava ever again, I bet. With how rare... That's even more wild. Hold on, I just thought. Not only did we find a Quilava, we found a Quilava before we found a Cyndaquil. So it's just Cyndaquil that's rare. Not the Cyndaquil line, just Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is more rare than the rest of its line. That, whatever. Anyway, what candy do we send out? Yeah, probably Cyndaquil candy to help people build up Cyndaquil if they've found one for the Entei research. I was thinking Shuppet, but we still got plenty of time before Shuppet is super useful. We are going to get 2,427 research XP, not nearly enough to rank up, which is what I was hoping we would do. And 5,143 dream shards, which we desperately need those. So we didn't get to bring home the Quilava, but we do have a Shuppet, which could be very useful. Level 14 and Impish. I don't recall what Impish is. But we got oil and ginger. And then we've got ingredient. Nope. already a no. Ingredient finder, inventory up S, helping speed M is good, but it's all the way at level 50. Skill level up S, not necessary. Inventory up M, also not necessary. Impish is okay, but it's not what we want. Ingredient finding down is good for a berry finder, but not quite what we're looking for. I don't think this is gonna be the one. Yeah, pretty bad until level 50. It'll spike at level 50. Oh, it didn't spike as hard as I thought with helping speed M. But yeah, this is not a good one. This is shouldn't have spent that biscuit. Shouldn't have spent that biscuit. That'll be my lesson to not go with my instincts. Let's move on. We're gonna send that one to the professor. All right, another 192 sneaky snacking, but before we do that, we've got some medals and no new news. We have had just an absolute smorgasbord of news lately. 2 medals, 100 fire type Pokemon studied, and 70 ghost types. So that's 15 diamonds and a small dream cluster. Very nice. We do need that dream cluster. It's gonna come in handy. For our research community, let's see, we got about 44 reports. 47. All right, very good. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 that doubled up. Very nice. Very nice. Ooh, a level 5 Sir Mage. Welcome to the level 5 crew. Mahorn, also welcome to the level 5 crew. And then we've got another level up and another Tiny. Welcome to the level 5 crew as well. 7 small handy candies. That's good considering we've used a lot of them lately. Definitely need them. I don't know how I clicked on that by accident. But we get to see that beautiful Quilava, I think it was. Very pretty. All right, let's go ahead and collect from our helpers. Probably going to be a skill trigger here. No. But that may be all the ginger we need. We may not have to worry about it anymore. We might be able to switch somebody out. Or in, I mean. Dratini candy, very helpful. Why can't I click on the thing? Beware. First try. There we go. I can click on the thing. We have a lot of sausage built up. We might be able to swap out there as well. There's some more herbs. Herbs have not been coming in the way that I would like. No skill trigger. Well, no, we did get 1 skill trigger. There we go. That's the one that really counts. Haven't used the main skill seeds yet because we're not cooking the Inferno Kima curry. Still debating if I really want to invest those seeds. I'm leaning towards it. I just want to be sure before I do it because I can't unring that bell. So want to make sure that that's exactly what I want to do before I do it. And for now, we could make the Inferno Kima curry, but we're not going to do it today. For now, we're going to make, we need to make sure that we're not using ingredients we need. Melty omelet. We could make that. I could go for a melty omelet right now. That sounds pretty delish. Bean burger, nope. Hearty cheeseburger, nope. Need those. Simple chowder and fancel apple. Wow. Fancy apple. Wow. Fancel appy. Okay. Well, I can't words good. So let's go ahead and move on and skip past that because we're just going to pretend like that didn't happen. We can throw in a bunch of this milk that we don't need. Probably going to stop making all 3 meals every day. Not really super worried about that at the moment. Let's go ahead and throw in the rest of those tomatoes because why not? We do need to get rid of this. We don't need the soybeans. Cool. I think once I cook all the meals that we need for the missions, then I'll stop making every meal. Make a couple here and there just to clear out some space. But probably not going to worry too much about making every meal. Snorlax can stand to lose a little bit of weight. I think he's had enough. But he is getting some variety this week, so that's good. +1 to everyone. That does put us to master, what was that, 5? And we did complete another mission too. Yep, master 5. Not bad considering we were only expected to get, I think, what did it say at the beginning of the week? Ultra 4? No. What did it say? I don't even remember. Honestly, this week has been so crazy. I've kind of forgotten a whole lot that happened at the beginning of the week. Both crazy in game with all the news and all that fun stuff, and crazy in real life with everything I've got going on. I've kind of forgotten what happened at the beginning of the week, but we do have some missions to collect, and we're gonna get another 1,370 dream shards. We still need to cook 4 more times. I mean, that'll be pretty easy. The dream shards, it's not a lot, but it will help. Going to bed on time. We still need to use more candies. Cooking 12 times. Done. Donezo there. There's the fire candies. That's good. We can use those for one of the fire types maybe when we go to level them up. But speaking of level up, yeah, let's do that first. Let's go ahead and head over. Oop, wrong button. But while I'm here, let's go ahead and get rid of that Shuppet while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, new Shuppet, definitely worse than old Shuppet. Send to the professor. Oop, come on, get your life together. There we go. Now we're clicking on buttons. Go back, edit team. Dratini, oh, that's not Dratini. That's Dratini. Okay, so we only needed, what was it, 30 to get to level 30? Funny enough. So let's just go ahead and not send a professor. Oh, get your hand away from that button. We need, it's only 9 candies that we need to use. 7 of which we just got today. So thanks for that, everybody. And then we can level up. Let's just do 30 because it is expensive. Ooh, we need to use 1 cluster, it looks like. Yep, you don't have enough dream shards. Okay, cool. So we can use 1 cluster. And while we're over there, we can check on something else. So we'll use the 1 cluster. That'll give us what we need to get this Dratini to level 30. It doesn't cost any dream shards. Yeah, it doesn't cost any dream shards to evolve. So we might do that today too. Maybe. I don't know. I did not mean to hit back. I meant to swipe left. Because I do want to also check while we're here how we're looking. Since these menus take forever to load, I want to see how we're looking on our ingredients. We have 94 sausage. We're not quite there yet. We still need 130. We're slacking really hard on fiery herbs, but getting Dratini to level 30 is going to help immensely with that, especially if we evolve it. Ginger, we only needed 45. We have 66. I would like to double that. If we can get to 90, then I'll swap out Pupitar. And Pupitar is actually doing really well. I'm bringing in ginger, so pretty happy with that. Green grass, corn, we only needed 31 and we're at 72. So we've doubled that. We need 14 per curry, so the 72 gives us a buffer of, what is that? That's 4 curries that we could make? No, that's more than that. It's about 5 curries we could make. So that's good. That's really good. Still want to get some more corn though. I would feel more comfortable if we could had enough for a couple more curry. If we get about 90 to 100, I'll be happy. So we'll leave Beware and Pupitar on the team for today. Swap them out probably later on today. Yeah. Well, no, Beware is going to stay on the team because of the sausage. I take that back. It's Dragonair that's bringing in corn mostly, more than Beware. So yeah, if we can get 100 ginger and 100 corn, then we can swap out Dragonair and Pupitar for some of the fire types that we want to level up and evolve for the actual Entei research and start getting them some natural XP going. Honestly, if Beware gets us enough sausage, I might swap out Beware for Spiel. Just to get a little bit of extra natural XP built up because our Spheal does have sleep XP bonus. So that could be really nice to have. But let's go ahead and go back over to what we need. We know where we stand now with our ingredients, and we know what we're missing, and it's herbs. We are desperately in need of herbs. So let's go ahead and get Dratini, the 30 candy boosted. It leaves us with 1,174 dream shards. We've used 260 candies now, so we're doing all right. Level 30, that does unlock the new herbs, which means that we now should have a pretty decent amount coming in. Now the question is, do we use... Okay, let's see. Let's do a little bit of comparison. I love this page. I forget who it was that told me in the comments about the production comparison page. I love it. It's so good. I use it quite frequently. I probably use it more when I'm not recording than I do when I'm recording. This is the right Dratini though, right? Which I still haven't leveled up with all, yeah, I haven't leveled it up with all the candy boosts we've been doing on the website. Berry finding Dratini. Yep, this is the right one. Cool. So let's make sure we got the right one. See how much of a difference it is when we evolve it. It is currently level 30. Let's go ahead and expand all. So level 30 Dratini with one evolution is a difference of 33 to 50. Yeah, that's super worth it. Out of curiosity, how was it from 29 to 30? 20 to 30. So yeah, just getting to level 30 increased the production amount by 50%. A little over 50%, actually. Went from 20 to 33. And then we can go from 33 to 50, which is a little over another 50, or about another 50% boost just to evolve it. So we're more than doubling from 29. From level 29, we only got 20. And then by getting to level 30 and then evolving, we can jump to 50. So we can get, what is that, 150% increase from 20 to 50? Yeah, it's 150% increase in production. So yeah, I think that's worth it. Especially because this one is mainly corn. So let's just pull that one up side by side just to show the comparison between the two. Go ahead and expand. Yeah, 12 herbs per day and 24 corn. So yeah, I definitely think it's worth. Yikes, 0.65. It's because of that nature. I don't like that. I wish it triggered more times per day, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's the plan. I think we should go ahead and do it. It'll cost us, what is it, 40 candies we need, so we need to use 14 more handy candies. We're using a lot of handy candies right now. We will get them back. And we did get those fire candies. I really wish I was planning ahead better and had used the incenses to get those other fire candies, because that really would have come in handy. But I goofed. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it is worth it. And then this is going to be the last investment we actively make in this Dratini for a long time. Simply for the fact that it doesn't evolve until level 41 to a Dragonair, or Dragonite. It evolves into Dragonair now, but we can't evolve it to a Dragonite until level 41. So we've got a ways to go. But this Dratini is going to make a big, big difference in our ability to make some really good curries. And not only make some really good curries, but also go ahead and prep for when we get those curries, because that is the plan. The plan is to have curries for the Entei research event. Cool. Now we have a level 30 Dratini. Dragonair. Jeez. Get it together, my guy. So while we have this and while I'm here and I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and update this in the Pokemon box. Our level 13 Dratini with berry finding is now a level 30 Dragonair that has been evolved once. Cool. Update. Job done. Perfect. It's so beautiful. And now we have a really good team to get these ingredients together again. Once we get enough 90 to 100 ginger and corn, I'll swap out Pupitar and Dragonair for some of the fire types. Still not exactly sure which ones I want to swap out for yet. I was kind of waiting to see what we get in terms of Vulpix and Charmander and Cyndaquil to see which one I really want to invest in. So I'm not going to actively invest in any fire types currently. It'll just be passive investment with whatever XP they get from the overnight sleeps. Since we don't know exactly which one we're going to use just yet, and we still have the potential to find something better. So it's going to be natural investment for the fire types for now. We're pretty much done with all of the active investment for the week. We still have 20 more candies we could use today for Candy Boost, plus the 50 candies for Candy Boost tomorrow. But given our current Dream Shard supply, unless I just have something that's super worth investing in, I don't think I'm going to. I mean, we could invest in our Raikou if we really wanted to. That would probably not be a bad idea. Where is that Raikou? Because with, I think it was 1 seed. Yeah, I think, or no, 2 seeds. With 2 sub-skill seeds getting Helping Speed M and Skill Trigger M, it makes it an 85, if I remember correctly. I know it does make it 85. I just don't remember if it was 1 or 2 skill seeds. But with 20, that wouldn't even give us a full level. Which makes sense. It's only 20 candies, but it might be worth it. I don't know. I'll hold off for now. Let me know in the comments if you think it's worth investing in that Raikou right now with those extra 20 candies. If I should just go ahead and pop a few more clusters just to take advantage of the Candy Boost. Or if I'm just trying to find something to use Candy Boost on. Because it could be that. I could just be looking for something to Candy Boost and it not actually be a smart thing. But I don't know. Like I said, let me know in the comments what you think on that one. But we are going to collect this other mission for 260 candies, which gives us 15 diamonds, which is good because we do need those diamonds just to make sure we have enough to get a good camp ticket for when the Entei research comes around. Yeah. That said, that is all I've got for today. A little shorter video than what it has been the last couple of days, which is good. I have a bunch of stuff I need to get done today. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you for watching the video. Y'all have a wonderful day. And until next time, later, dudes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day 7, the final day of Fire Week here on Taupe Hollow, trying to catch us a nice fire type, preferably a Cyndaquil and a Vulpix. We've got a couple of good Charmanders this week, so far, Fire Week has been kind of okay to us, but we could use some better stuff. Who knows what we're going to find today? We'll see if it'll happen, but we've got 3,146 sneaky snacking to start off with. Another 5 diamonds to go along with it. Very nice. We do like diamonds around here. They are super shiny and nice to have. We got another 100 sleep points, which puts us at 4,255. And for our daily lottery, if we get lucky, we can get another Poke Biscuit to make up for the fact that we spent more than we probably should have yesterday. Ooh, even better. We got 20 diamonds. It puts us at 570. So we do have enough for a good camp ticket if we need one, because I don't remember if I have one in my bag or not. I may. Not 100% sure on that. But let's jump into the sleep report, see if we can get a good fire type. Still have not seen the legendary Pokemon Cyndaquil. Not sure why, to be honest with you. It's been Fire Week. I don't remember the last time I've seen one. So yeah, that's gonna be weird. Very, very much a snoozing sleep though, which makes sense. We did have a thunderstorm going last night while I was sleeping, and so yeah, I slept very well. Did not want to get up, but that gives us 11% dozing, 74% snoozing, and 15% slumbering, which means it is definitely a snoozing type sleep. Highly skewed by 23% more snoozing sleep than usual. We should get about 57 million. Oh, whoa, way above what I thought. 62.6 million. This is what happens when you don't lose it. Look at your drowsy power before you go into the sleep research. You don't know what you're going to get. You just know it's going to be higher than yesterday. But 62.6 million, 2 3-stars, not a single a top belly, but a bunch of 1 star. So that's good. 1 and 2 stars are good. 3 stars, yeah, we could possibly see what we want with 3 stars, I suppose. Ooh, wrong button. But let's see. Charmander, Charmeleon, Growlithe, only 5? Was that right? Yeah, only 5. So we got Charmander, Charmeleon, Wynot, Togepi, Growlithe. So 3 fire types there. Seeing a lot more fire types than we did electric types during Electric Week. That is for sure. But that means we've got 3 new sleep styles. Interesting. Ooh, big boy. There we go. Lying down sleep. Gorgeous. And I do believe this is the first. Yes, it is.
When it feels it has found a supremely comfortable sleeping spot, Arcanine apparently sleeps just like an innocent child, though you'd never expect the pose given Arcanine's usual proud and regal appearance.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, what else do we got? Another big Pokemon, or is it going to be new Cyndaquil or Quilava? Oh, another Charmeleon. All right. Loafing Sleep, the 3-star. There we go. All right, that means we only have the atop belly left for Charmeleon. We've got 1 more new sleep. Oh, buddy. Let's go. All right. Well, stretching sleep, very. Couple of big fire types today, very good. And the first one.
Its 9 gorgeous tails are said to be imbued with supernatural power. When it sleeps wrapped in its tails, this Pokemon has a mystical appearance, but grabbing one of its many tails to wake it up for fun could result in a 1,000-year curse.
All right, very good sleep research today. Very good. 3 new sleep styles, which is fantastic. Hungry Togepi. Oh, of course, the Togepi's the only thing hungry. That is unfortunate. I really was hoping the Ninetales was hungry. Well, it's 20 points to catch it. That wouldn't have worked. Part of me wanted to catch the Ninetales just because Vulpix's main skill is Energizing Cheer. So it's good, but with it only being a 1-stage evolution, the only thing we're really missing out on is 5 inventory space and 1 level of the main skill. So it'd be worth it to catch one if I had the biscuits for it, but I don't. So it looks like we're just gonna go for the Charmander again. We have a near perfect Growlithe, so we don't really need to worry about that. We've got several good Charmanders, so I'm not going to spend any more biscuits. We're just going to go ahead and move on. We had a really good sleep research, should get a good amount of dream shards from it. So we're going to walk away happy with that. And of course, we're going to show off the Ninetales. Give people some more Vulpix candy. And go ahead and move on. Let's see. We got 2,676 research XP. And 5,553 dream shards. Very good. Very, very good. And with the 3 new sleep styles, that puts us at like 324, 25, somewhere around there. So we're very close. If they increase the sleep style goals by 40 again, we need to get to 330. So we're very close to 330 for whenever they do finally expand it again. But let's go ahead and see. There should be no new news. Usually not on Sunday. Remember, maintenance is tomorrow, so make sure to plan around that. And then for our community reports, we have 44. Very nice. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 that doubled up. Very good. That is a beautiful shiny Ninetales. Congratulations. Very nice. Any level ups? We did get one level up today at level 3. It's good for a link cable. Very good. And then we can jump into making breakfast, which is going to be kind of weird today. Get some Eevee candy from you. Appreciate it. Plus 10 pot space. Don't really need it today. We're already going to have a very huge pot space anyway, because it is Sunday. A bunch of ginger. Ooh, skill trigger. Very good. But the funny thing is, probably about to switch out Pupitar anyway, because I think we are definitely at our ginger goal. Sausage looking pretty good. Corn is looking pretty good so far. Let's see. The 2 Dragonairs. Are either of you going to trigger today? There's one. It looks like that was our herb Dragonair. And then... Nope, only the one. From our herb Dragonair, we did get 9 corn. That's a weird number of corn. That is a very weird number. How did we get 9? Because it collects 4 at a time. So there should be either 8 or 12. How did we get 9? That's very weird. Very weird. I see 9 there is fine. 5 from 1 collection and then 2 collections of 2. That one makes sense, but how did we get 9 corn? That's super weird. Anyway, I'm lingering on things that don't really matter. We got corn and that's what matters. Well, let's go ahead and make some breakfast. Let's see what we've got cooking. We could do the Inferno Keema Curry, which honestly I don't think is a bad idea. To go ahead and make one now to get some levels on it. With any luck, it will go extra tasty and we can get a lot of levels into it. Let's throw in these mushrooms. We can throw in some more eggs. We can always get eggs back relatively easily from Delibird. We're going to hold on to the apples because I'm using those just to make a basic recipe when I need to. We do definitely need more herbs, so we might need to worry about that. 24 sausage, we're going to be fine. Using only 12 ginger, that'll be fine. Herbs are really the big thing that's a concern. Corn, we're going to be fine. We'll throw in a bunch of cocoa and we'll call it a day. We will get all of those ingredients back for another keema curry, so I'm not super worried about that. Yes, perfection. Extra tasty is exactly what we need today for the keema curry. Perfect. That gives us quite a few levels. What are we at? Level 30 now? So level 30. Almost. So level 30 keema curry. Let me go ahead and just show you what I'm looking at. Right here in the top left on these two, level 30 keema curry is almost as strong as level 51 Dream Eater curry. So that's why we wanted to make it today, so that it could be powered up for when the Entei research does come around. Honestly, I might make it all 3 meals today just to power it up even more. That way, when we do start the Entei research on curries, this thing is hopefully around 35,000. If we can get it to level 40 somehow, yeah, almost 35,000. So that's what we're going to try to do. We'll just have to see how today goes. I don't think we're going to get to level 40 today on the keema curry because that would take a bunch of XP, but we're going to try to get it there. If I can get a big surplus of ingredients, then we could definitely make it quite a few more times. That put us at Master 6, almost Master 7, so that's really good. And currently, since we're already on this page, let's go ahead and check. We are hurting for herbs. I was very busy yesterday, and I think this is my fault on why we're not further into the herbs than I would like. I was very, very busy with my sister's wedding yesterday, so I didn't get to check the game as much as I wanted. So that's probably why we don't have as many herbs as we need, or as many as I would like. I'm hoping that with the new Dragonair, if we can get consistently around 50 per day, and the new Dragonair, the herb Dragonair, did get its skill trigger, so it will have a good amount of energy. that maybe within a couple days we can get there. Either way, Dragonair is not coming off the team. We do want to just let that one grow naturally. Sausage, I'm not worried about it. Beware brings in so much sausage per day. I think we'll be fine. Ginger, we have more than what we needed. So probably let Pupitar and yeah, we have way more than we need on the corn. Probably let the Pupitar and the corn Dragonair stay on the team for the rest of the day, and maybe the whole day, and then right before I go to bed, swap them out for some of the fire types that we need to level up so that they can get the energy. But yeah, I'm gonna reevaluate that one later on tonight, right before I go to sleep. But so far, I feel like we're doing pretty well. The herbs, like I said, are the only thing that's really kind of concerning, but it's not the most concerning thing. I still think we're going to be fine when it comes to, hey, there we go, another skill trigger. Which one are you? Is that both of them now? I think we'll still be fine when the time for the Entei research rolls around, but we definitely need to take today to make sure to power up the Kima Curry as much as we can. Very interesting that you have such a difference in RP between the two of them. But I guess that makes sense when you got berry finding. Never mind, I forgot about the berry finding. That makes all the sense. But everybody else is looking really good. I'm happy with how everybody's performing. So yeah, we're in a good spot. Energy recovery bonus is helping everybody. I don't think anybody has energy down. No. So we're good on that. Yeah, we have a pretty decent team put together. And this is all ingredients, no berry finding, or not berry finding, no berry specialist. So we're doing pretty well. And then we just need to figure out which of the fire types we want to level up, specifically which of these Charmanders we want to level up, because we got a few good ones. This one, why do I still have you? Ingredient 40? Oh, because you had berry finding. That's right. This one actually turned out to be pretty decent hybrid. Not the best, but pretty decent. And the question is, which one do we evolve moving forward? Because this one's really good too. We've got this one that we found that's the helping bonus that's really more focused on its main skill, especially given the sassy nature. And then we've got the berry finding one, which is this guy, which has berry finding sleep XP bonus. So that's good too. And then we've also got this guy, which is sausage ginger, and is really just focused on the ingredients and not really much else. So that's kind of the question, is which of these three do we want to invest in? Because as far as the dream shards go, probably not going to have enough to invest in multiples. And it's really just going to be a question of, do we focus on this guy that has sausage ginger and then is really focused on its main skill? Do we do this one that's got the berry finding, but it's all sausage? So not sure if we want to do that, because with sausage ginger, we at least get a little bit of both for the Kima Curry. We'd still need a sausage gatherer on the team, because 2 sausage at level 10 is not going to be enough to cover the Kima Curry all day. I don't even know if that'll give us enough for one meal. So this one kind of has that advantage going for it. And then we've got this one, which is also sausage ginger, but is really just focused on getting the ingredients naturally, not from the main skill. So that's kind of the question right now, is which of those. And then I'm hoping that we get a better Vulpix. So far, I don't even think we were intending to keep this one. I think this one we were going to go ahead and let go. Yeah, this one's okay. I think this one was just not as good as the other two. And I feel like I kind of like this one better, given the choices. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I'm still looking for a berry finding Vulpix. I mean, we've got this guy. This one will be on the team. I don't know that I'm really going to invest in this one manually, because it'll be on the team just until we get a good Entei. Entei's main skill will far outclass this one. So this one will be on the team for a little while. But Yeah. Don't think we need to invest in him manually. But then this one we do need to invest in. I just don't know that I want to do it now or if I want to wait. What is that? 50 candies would put us at level 40. It's a big jump. We'd have to use a few dream shard clusters. And I don't know. I feel like we need to, honestly. Yeah, I think we have to in order to get to level 50, because I think without the candy boost, I think without the candy boost, we won't be able to get to level 50 with the candies that I have. So we needed 27,000 dream shards. We have how many dream clusters? 68. And they're giving almost 2,000 each, so that's not a lot. Could use a Dream Cluster M, but I do want to clear up some space in my bag. Let's see. 1963. 2,000 each. That'd be 14 to get to 18. Ooh. Chill out. Whoop, chill out. Missed the button again. There we go. Let's see. 14. Yeah, 14 should be enough. 27,482. That should be enough. Watch it be one shy. Watch it be like, you need 3 more dream shards. That would be my luck. And then you got to wonder where a dream shard magnet Pokemon is when you need them. All right, where were you at? Flareon. Right there. Yeah, with the current candies we have, I don't think we get to level 50. I did run the math the other day, and I'm pretty sure it said that we'd get to like level 47 without the candy boost. So 299 dream shards short. I knew it. I should have just used the extra one. We also need to quality of life improvement, be able to use dream shard clusters from the Pokemon screen. You know what? Actually, we might be able to. I didn't even think about that. I'm already here, so I'm going to go ahead and use it just in case. I don't want to go back and forth, but I will check once we get there. Let's see. Also, I can make it easier and just go from here. Can I use Dream Shard clusters? No. We need to be able to use Dream clusters from here. This would be a perfect place to be able to use Dream clusters. All right, so let's go ahead and drop all 50. Leaves us with 1,664. That puts our Flareon at level 40. And we still may not hit 50 with the candies we have. Let's just go ahead and run it. We'll find out real fast. Let's see. I mean, we do have some fire type candies, not a lot. I think it's like an extra 20 candies. Ooh, yeah, we are short. We're still only at level 48, almost 49. Hopefully, because I think I'm going to keep it on the team all the way through until we get to the Entei research event, just to naturally let it grow. And I'm hoping with that XP that we get, in conjunction with maybe putting a Spheal on the team, or maybe that Charmander, since it does have sleep XP, it'd be good to have it on the team and let it also boost its own XP, or maybe also put Spheal on there and Charmander. So I don't know. There's some options that we could have. It's really just deciding which Charmander we want to focus on. Next week is going to be pretty chill. I don't know where I'm going to go, but it is going to be a chill week. Not really going to be trying too hard to achieve much of anything. Just really getting all of the team prep in before the Entei research event. So got some things to figure out before then. But let's go ahead and collect our missions, and then we can go ahead and skedaddle. I know we've got big things today. We did go to sleep 5 times on time, so we got some 15 diamonds. Very good. But yeah, I know we've got a lot to do today. Today is Mother's Day for those of you that celebrate. Here in the States, it's Mother's Day. I'm sure other countries have Mother's Day on different days, but for the States, it is Mother's Day. So y'all go have a wonderful time. And yeah, thank you for watching the video. Y'all have a wonderful day, and until next time, later, dudes.